Alright, it says I'm live. I might be live. I am live. Wow. Hello, guys. Hope you're doing good. It is a shame to see that you have to go clockwork, but I get it. I understand. Completely get it. Appreciate you coming by when you're able to. And hey, Kid Childs, I saw you. I don't know if you're still in at the moment. Maybe you'll be back in a minute, but hello and hello, Potato. You told me that you were making a tuna sandwich, so have fun with that. Well, you might be. But yeah, hope you guys are having a good night. I think that, if I remember right, I didn't end it with an actual run. I had ended it by, like, checking out the how to spell Wolsey. Wait, oops, not journal, leaderboards. So, we're doing... I believe that the consensus is that y'all liked Endless Power. So what I'm going to do is, I want to find the most feasible Endless Power. And I'm going to essentially grind that until I can reach... Wait, whoops. What am I doing? I should be doing this. I'm going to try to grind that until I can reach a top 10. So, who is reasonable? And also, I don't like summoners. 74 isn't crazy. I mean, the path... That's a Pathfinder, I believe. 1,010. Who does this? This is crazy. 17.5. Okay, so this is the most reasonable. So I think that that means I'm going to be going for this one. I think that this is the Pathfinder. I will learn. I shall do better. I think I did poorly before. Yeah, abandon. Alright, so it's Endless Power. And we are going Zealot. That was it. Alright, so we're going to have to hope we do better this time. We're going to have to remember what's available. That kind of stuff. Yeah, hey, Kid Childs. I'll get it this time for sure. Right, I think all I have to do is I have to make it to the endless part of it, and I can do it. Hey, Masha, you're here. Hello. We're trying again to get to the top 10. This time, well, we're doing Zealot again. So, as long as I can get through to the endless portion, we win. Or we will make it to the top 10. We'll see if we can do it. Yeah, thank you so much. How are you doing? Man. I know, every single time I start streaming and talking to you guys, it's like, I mean, you guys are pretty much, you know, are like my friends, so it's like, I love hearing how you guys are doing. But anyways, let's see here. He's just doing a little bit. Deals more hits if he doesn't get stunned. I remember that kind of stuff. Let's just do a shot and a shot. Okay. Should die from these two. Yep, we're clear. Alright, so, you have to be thinking everything long term here. Okay, muscle rupturing shot. Deal a hit for 300% damage. Next turn, draw 2 less cards. I mean, that's a very powerful attack. I am a little bit tempted to do it, but if I do that, I'm gonna want to have ways to draw. Currently, my problem is that I discard a lot. Empowerment. So this is like a better bow draw, but since I already have bow draw, ooh, exile. That's tempting, but this is like a better bow draw, so I'm not gonna take it. And then we have David and Goliath. David, gain a bunch of barrier if you have little armor, or you can get good barrier if you have high armor. I can be taking that one. I am tempted to do muscle rupturing shot. If I do that, I'm probably going to want to... Yeah, it deals as much damage as an aim shot. I'm probably going to want to have stuff that lets me draw. I mean, I already do. But yeah, let's try it. I don't think I have done it because I don't like the negative of it, but let's see what happens. Right this second, realize I didn't take your evening meds. Oh, the pain. You rely on me to distract you. Alright, great arrows. All elemental arrows deal additional 25% damage. Their damage is changed to piercing, which means that it ignores high armor. That is Very interesting, I gotta say. I don't think I've seen that really. Tranquility, enemy kill, gain damage for the next hit, equal to 100% of your damage modifier. So, these are all good. My goodness. Every hit grants you 5% damage until the end of combat. Tranquility ended up being rather stellar, so I think I'm going to take it just because I don't want to lose it in the future. And, yeah, we want armor and attack at the beginning. That is pretty rough there, Kid Childs. I couldn't imagine. I've only had to take painkillers once in my life. Let's see here. So in order to defend, we're going to have to play a feint, but I think that's fine. I don't think I mind it too much. And we should go for the sleeper. I don't want him to wake up. Alright, let's see here. No defense, huh? Okay. Well, so that means I'm going to be wanting to do a smoke shot. Just to get him out of the picture. We can do an arrow bag. I was going to say this is probably coming up. We have our muscle rupturing shot now. I think I shall do it. Oh, very close. And then we'll hit the healer. We'll try to get rid of him. As long as we don't take damage, I'm happy. Hard to tell. Ooh, looks like we might. Alright, let's bring in some arrow bags. That might be our saving grace. Well, if I completely focus him down, I might be able to do it. Let's see if we can. Nope. Okay, fine. I'll take a hit. How dare you. I'm still not killing him. Let's do a feint. We'll do an unbreakable. Make sure we're safe, and also we want that to flip anyway. And he's out. At a high roll. Okay. Yeah. I mean, the worst thing is whenever you do have pain that desperately needs some kind of a painkiller. But it's like, you know, they don't just hand those out for free. But sometimes, you know, that has happened. Draw 0 weak shots, 1 for every 2 ultimate charges. That is interesting. I'm probably going to say no, though. We have Exposition. Deal a hit for 100% damage. Gain 25% damage for 2 turns. It's Beta. 200% damage, followed by 50% damage for 2 turns. And then a climax of dealing a huge hit, but then losing damage for 2 turns. I am tempted with the bottomless bag a little bit, but I think I'm going to wait for something much better, like corrupted arrows in particular. What do we have? Munitions recycling. Every discarded arrow and spirit arrow increases the damage of the next hit by 20%. That's kind of cool. After every 4th maneuver played in a turn, that's never going to happen. Draw a random arrow. Increase its cost, and then plus 10 armor. These are both nice. We will be going munitions recycling. Alright. Damage and armor. Even with ultimate still in pain. Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine that would be pretty rough. I mean, obviously it is to go through that. Let's see. I'm going to be bringing in the Unbreakable Feint today. I guess I'll gain the damage for the next round, and we're just going to hit him a little bit. And I will leave it there. This might not go too stellar, but we will see. We do have a muscle rupturing shot, which is interesting. Alright, let's just hit him. We should probably, yeah, we can kill him. This guy, yeah, we got a big hit off. We can do fire shot. I should have brought in fire shot before, but it's okay. He has less armor. And yeah. Dead. 4 down. Alright, so I have flare shot. Place redirect effects on a chosen enemy for the turn. No thank you. Call to arms. Draw 0 arrows. 2 arrows for each enemy alive. Huh. I mean, that's like a better arrow bag, but I don't think so. An empty vial, which does offer 10 health, and heals you. You gain a bunch of damage. I'm going to cancel this one. None of these are useful. I'm not going to want any of them. Virtuous Killer. Every 3 arrows played, it gives you an ultimate charge. That isn't half bad. It gained 10 barrier for every... Sorry, after discarding every arrow and spirit arrow. This is very nice. Loaded weapon at the start of each turn with full ultimate. Gain 100% damage for the next hit. Now that is interesting. But I should go withdraw because that is so helpful with saving my keister. Let's go to 15 armor. Gain extra damage. And Tomato, did you end up betting on the Blink Dogs? So I did not. I didn't bet on the Blink Dogs. Another guy did. But what I did bet on were these racing lizards. So I decided to bet on that one because the way that the guy did it with the betting was it was very unlikely for you to win. Like it was like a straight 1 in 10 chance type of thing. So I didn't bet on the Blink Dogs, but the guy who did ended up winning. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll try it for the lizard races. So I bet on the lizard races and I lost, but it's okay. It is okay. Everything is fine. Alright, I guess, well, I can afford this. One of the few times I will use it. Alright. Let's see. So if I... Man. What's interesting is if I'm able to kill him with these 4 shots, I mean, the aim shot will absolutely kill him, but... Man, what is wiser? It is a little bit hard to tell. Let's hit him with that. Alright. So I deal extra damage for 1 hit. Alright, so I can't kill him if I discard it. I gain barrier, so I'm fine. And dead. Nice. Yeah, the house always wins. Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely fun though. Alright, Nocturnal Rites. Pick a guard from the grave, and then again, and then you pick 2 from the grave. I don't like the grave stuff because that means that you can only take the grave is just what you've just played. And that's not something I'm interested in. Desperate Act. This is kind of good for the Zealot because it has to do with discarding maneuvers. But discard all maneuvers, deal hit for 0% damage, increase damage for each card discarded. And then 1 solution, discard all maneuvers, and it hits all enemies instead. I'm not going to take it though. I don't think it's really that good. We have Ambition, gain armor and damage, followed by enemies lose armor and damage. This isn't too bad, but I don't think this is going to be worth the energy eventually. So I think I'm going to do a big ol' cancel again. Alright. Added Weird Coif. Increase your armor by 10. We got Overdrive. Right, so this one isn't too bad. Every hit grants you 5% damage until the end of combat. Then Vital Point every 3rd hit deals 100% more damage. Alright, we're going to go Vital Point, I'll think. And yeah, currently we're at 15. I think I want to get it to 25 armor. We'll do that. Yeah, by the way, after the betting and all that stuff, it went to this huge maze, which was interesting. It didn't go too well. Well, we're still not out. It took several hours and we're still not out, but we will we'll get out at some point. Man, another muscle rupturing shot. I don't know if I like it that much at the moment. I know that I can get a bonus to be able to draw more cards every round, but having 2 of them is just going to feel bad eventually. I'm just going to limit what I can do. Taking 1 already is very dangerous. Pebble Throw. Stun an enemy and reduce its armor by 10 till the end of combat. Not horrible. And then reduce damage of all enemies by 25%. I mean, there are definitely instances that this isn't too bad. And I am actually mildly tempted to take it. I don't have any way to remove armor at the moment, which isn't good, but I mean, this isn't the way to do it because it's only by 10. Okay, yeah, I think I'm not going to take it because I'm probably going to get rid of it at some point because I I mean, it's only going to be useful until I get stuff to remove armor. This is going to be more harmful than good. Finishing touches isn't bad, but I want a better quiver. It's going to muddy my deck. Every maneuver grants you 3 barrier. That is a little bit lame. Every 12th maneuver stuns an enemy. Yeah. And then shoot to remember. I'll do that one. Every 8th hit deals 300% more damage. We'll see how that goes. Alright. What's my armor at again? I think I'm at 20 now. Yeah. Alright. And now we'll stick to attack. Yeah, mazes are tricky. I've never, like, I have DM'd, but I've never done a maze. I don't know. I feel like it is hard to run mazes well. It's just very difficult. I mean, the reason why it's difficult for this guy is that he decided that essentially we're all going through a different portion of the maze, and essentially we don't know the layout of the maze ahead of time, but it's like we're running around in the maze. And I mean, it's an interesting idea. See if it still works. All right, you guys might actually be able to hear me. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah. Okay, well, yeah, Masha or Potato, if you hear me, tell me. But yeah. Taking a while to get it back up, my bad. Well, I mean, it's just that the computer crashed. So, there's nothing I could have really done about it, but okay, you can hear me? Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, I had to restart. But I'm glad that you can hear me. But yeah. Because, right, otherwise it would just be completely blank. Okay, so that is done. Okay. Yeah, I had to shut off. I had to do a force restart on my computer. Yeah, I will need to eventually get an upgrade for sure. Speaking of which, and also I need a new phone because yeah. I will say that once I get a which I assume that you guys can see now, but once I get another monitor or a monitor, I will it'll be a lot easier with streaming. But yeah. Anyway, about to DM Kid Childs on Discord to see if it was. Oh yeah, no, it wasn't you. Yeah, it was me. Okay, we'll see what happened with that crash. Speaking of which, I do have a Patreon now. If you want to fund the channel, so that crashes like this do not happen as much. Well, I hope it never does. That'd be really cool. I am gonna have to get another computer at some point. But anyways, all right. Is this identical to what I had? No, it is not. This is actually a slightly better situation than what it gave me last time. So that's good. All right. Let's kill one. All right. We can go for him. Yeah, I think. Yeah, we're going to just do an unbreakable feint and just do a hit. Almost got him. Also, I was debating putting like a stream goal in terms of like supers and stuff, but that feels so weird to do. Anyway. Alright. We're back to our roots. Alright, let's see. Okay, this is a huge hit. I can just knock him out. I can knock him out. Alright, so the damage is getting progressively larger. Ooh. Yeah, I'm going to bring in an arrow bag and see what we get. That's pretty tempting. I could do a muscle rupturing shot. I do have a chance to kill this guy. Very tempting indeed. I think I will. Okay, almost. Alright, let's see. I could bring in a spirit arrow. Maybe I'll wait. I'll wait. Because I have a ×2. Alright. Yeah, let's bring in the ×2. What's this doing? Man, not good enough, I would say. Yeah, not nearly good enough. Ooh, that didn't even kill him. But that does. Perfect. Alright. So we can duplicate a card or increase card draw. I'm going to increase card draw because of the rupturing shot. That'll make it not as severe in certain rounds. Whoops. Vigar is good in a melee. Ooh, we also have the increased armor by 10. That's really nice to see. Also, we have cracked. Man, every turn increases everyone's damage by 10%. That's too dangerous for this character probably. And then we have cracked win. Gain damage this turn for every inflicted stun. And then an armor stun rate of enemy every 4 turns. So we'll do the stun. Keep going. Oh my goodness. You gifted a sub. That is so sweet of you. Yeah, you know what? I wonder. Okay, I actually wonder if I can direct it in some way. Yeah, I think you're right. It is completely random. Well, thank you so much, Masha. Though that does mean a lot to me. I appreciate it. You are the best, Masha. I know. You know what you could do? Well, actually, I don't know. I don't know if it works this way. But what you guys could technically do, well, next month or something, would be like if it's just you and Kid Childs, you could do a gift. I think it would go right to him. Yeah, screen fund. I mean, that is true. It's going to be going to the screen fund. That is true. I did get the and yeah, seriously, Masha, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. You are the best ever. Yeah. But yeah. I'm probably gonna try to find a cheaper monitor. Because I found a good one for $200, but I'm probably going to try to find one that's cheaper, like $100, that can do the job fine. Yeah, true. I am too. I wonder if... I'm gonna have to look at stuff to see if I have some sort of an ability to hand him out one. Or possibly make it that specific people would be gifted them. I'm not entirely sure if that is in my ability, but it could be. You joined, but you have no means to buy stuff. So I've been working on the clown shop. Oh, really? I'm sorry. I was unaware. Alright, I think I'm going to be... So I want to discard. We're going to be doing a returning shot. Because this will always be guaranteed to be discarded. But you know what? No, let's do Lightbringers. It's just too big of a hit. Change my mind. Well, I mean, as I said, Kid Childs, I am interested in the idea of doing a mini partnership with the shirts, if you're interested in something like that, because that's an interesting idea. Like, I think that Potato might buy a shirt. I think that Dawn might buy a shirt. Masha might consider it. So I was thinking, maybe it would make sense if you guys wanted that, and then yeah, we could invest in each other. As I said, keep it within the Tomato family. Keep it within the tomato patch. But yeah, I did think that would be kind of cool. Stairs of bodies. After killing an enemy, gain 100% more damage for the next hit. Oh wait, didn't I already grab that? Am I crazy? Tranquility. After an enemy kill, gain damage for the next hit. Oh, equal to 100% the damage modifier. So this increases damage by 100%. Oh, so tranquility just a lot better. Yeah. Alright, veracity. But it's still good because these two will stack. Veracity, whenever you kill an enemy, gain 5 ultimates. Ooh, that is pretty nice. And then great arrows. All elemental arrows are better, and damage is piercing. Ooh. Oh man. I mean, gaining ultimate charges for a kill. Oh man, that is so tempting. But then this, I'm just stacking the damage, which could be good as well. You know what, let's, well, actually it didn't work as well as I'd hoped last time, so you know what, let's go veracity. Maybe we'll design a tomato shirt. Yeah, that is true. Well, yeah, oh, fourth wall does handle it. Oh, cool. You design t-shirts for your D&D party? Wow. That's awesome. Well, yeah, I could try to... Well, yeah, yeah, we could probably discuss what that would look like, but yeah. I do, again, I really like the idea of it. Okay. Let's see. If I discard the... I don't want to use a smoke shot. I do want to discard it. Alright. This isn't good because they have tons of armor, and I have no way to remove it, sadly. Leave the stepping stones. Blend it there. It's actually... Oh, I forgot he removes my armor. Right. He's that guy. He is that dude. Okay. Well, I mean, at the moment, I'm blocking 12. I mean, yikes. My 2 biggest hits, and it didn't cut through all of his barrier. That's scary. Alright, I guess I'll play a feint just to minimize the damage. I only reduced it by 4, but not bad. Alright. This is very scary. Alright, let's do the elemental arrow. Okay, I was really banking on not that. Pop a potion. Or not potion, a candle. Ugh. I mean, we're just gonna have to keep going for the guy, I guess. Alright, let's do one. Ooh. Oh, you never, oh, it was like for the game type of thing. Let's see, I can do a solid hit there. Man, he's hitting pretty hard. I might have to stun him, which would be annoying. Because if I do that, I'm going to give him extra armor. But, man, I don't think I can kill this guy is the problem. Okay, well, I can bring in... do I want to bring in an arrow bag? Yeah, I can afford that. Okay. Yeah, so... I can do that... too. And then the third shot, I guess we could do the rupture. Yeah, he's not going to go down. We're going to have to end with a smoke. Yeah, he's dealing too much, which this is a very big pain, but I shall do it. Yeah, because he was going to hurt me. Ugh. And now the feints I have are not going to help. So we can stun him. All we can really do is attack this guy. next hit is big. Alright, may as well do these unbreakable feints. Ooh, I might be able to kill him with this. I did. Alright, one down. Ooh. Alright. Man. Alright, so he's dealing an absurd amount of damage. I'm gonna have to drink a healing mixture. I'll just do it now. Might have to drink 2, in fact. Alright, we're doing a huge hit, but again, it's being blocked so much. Let's see. Am I going to be playing a feint? I probably will have to. Or else I'm probably going to die. I think I am actually going to die here. I think that is going to be a thing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Alright. Yeah. Oh no, I have 8 health left. Okay, we're alive. But man, is this guy a problem. Let's drink another one. Yeah, they keep on removing my armor as well. Okay, regular, and aimed. Okay. You do an elemental, but I'll just wait for it, I suppose. Okay, he got randomly stunned, but he's the problem. Oh man. Alright, so I can reduce their damage. Damage of all enemies by 75% this turn. That's probably going to be what I'm going to be doing to stay alive here. So they have a lot less damage output. I can about handle it. It's pretty close. I can kill him with that. Alright, maybe I can kill him anyway. No. Let's do an arrow bag. So I could kill him with this. I guess I will. We'll do a hit. Knock him out of here. I could bring in an elemental shot. I think I will. I reduce damage by 100 for him. That's good. Okay. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Alright. Alright, he's doing a big hit, but we can get rid of him. Man, I was very worried I was about to die there, but I either miscounted or I just didn't realize. Man. Alright, getting rid of a card? Yeah. I could get rid of... I'm probably going to get rid of bow draw, and then charge will be the second choice, I think. Charge is still valuable because it fits with my stuffs. We're going to go Thunder Shot. Herald of Thunder, dealing a huge hit. Well, it's 3 regular hits, but that's a lot of damage. Alright, well, we are taking all those in. Ooh, I hate you getting a healing mixture. I'm going to take a weird candle. Because if this isn't the run, it isn't the run. I don't want to be throwing healing mixtures at this guy if he's not going to be able to come back anyway. Alright. Let's see. We have a good old feint. That would be nice. I think I'll play that. Let's see. I can kill him, so I shall. That gives us a bunch of ultimate charges, which is pretty cool. Get 2 more arrows. I won't be able to play that one, so it'll just give me 1 shot. So I'm just going to keep it as it is instead. Could kill him. I did. Okay. Phew. Gotta survive this time. I know. I think I need to do like 40 more, and then we're through. Ooh. Okay, so this is pretty tough. This is a very, very deadly attack, or I could get returning shot, which is good for this character. And I already have 2 big hits. I guess I should grab a returning shot, because it also cost me 0. Sometimes it's really nice to have. Alright, only once per combat. If your barrier is broken by a fatal blow, you start the next turn with 1 HP instead of dying. Oh yeah, didn't we have that? It mustn't have worked. It couldn't have worked, now that I think about it. Or no, man, we might have had a death by 1,000 cut scenario last time when we died. Ugh, I don't recall. Well, we're gonna do it. I don't remember it ever going off. So we're going to do resurrection, even though shoot to forget is nice. We'll see. We will see if it does work. I remember us saying, oh yeah, gotta find out, but okay. Reduce armor of everyone by 25. That's pretty good. Yeah, then an aim shot can probably get rid of 1. Ooh. Not quite, huh? Crazy. Crazy. Yeah, I could actually pop one of these. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't, actually. Oh yeah, I forgot, because if I kill them, then the sleeper comes in. So we're not going to do that. We're going to do some feints. I knocked that one out. That's fine by me. Hit him hard. Alright. They're dead. I can bring in a huge one. Dead. Nice. Alright, so at least early on, that thing that gives me 5 ultimate charges per kill is really pleasant. Okay, so we already have a returning shot. I'm going to be taking ending time, but what is overwhelming pressure again? Mark an enemy. Each hit received will reduce its damage by 10%. This isn't too terrible, but we're going to do ending time. 2 finishing shots. Those deal a ton of damage. They both cost me 0. Really pleasant. And also it's exile. Increase your damage by 2. So at the moment, that would increase my damage by about 10%. It's going to end at close to 2%. So it's not too bad. Shoot to forget. Every other hit, well, every second hit deals 25% more damage, and then killing an enemy grants you 3 ultimate charges. Ooh. Ooh. So then I would get 8. Wow. That's very interesting. I mean, I would be bringing in the spirit arrows all the time. You know what? I might do that and see how that goes. Yeah. Man, got you some fruity pebbles. Oh, man. Bringing those in yours. 1 kill equals half a full ultimate. I know, I think it's even more than half. This is crazy. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, because, yeah, we'll do it. Because I think that after getting 1 kill, I think we can get a ×2 spirit arrow immediately. And of course, this helps so much with the bags. Yeah, we'll get a damage. Whew. Yes, strong. Man, okay, so Grotesque Nobleman, he has 2 undying subjects. Once he's dead, we win the fight, if we can do that. But, alright, so the aim shot can kill that guy, but we're going to do an unbreakable feint that gives us a little bit more damage. So we can just kill this guy with the aim shot. But it doesn't count as a kill. Oh, it does count as a kill. Wait. Wait a second. Okay, there must be... Whenever you kill an enemy, gain 5 ultimate charges. Killing an enemy grants you 3 charges. Okay, so... okay. There must... Okay. I killed the guy, and only one of these went off, so I hope that it's just the case that since these guys are weird, it doesn't mean anything. But my concern is that the 5 ultimate charges might have just been overwritten. That would be such a bummer. But we'll see. We will see. So he's hitting his friend. Well, actually, they're not friends. They hate each other. But okay. So we'll see in the next fight what the real situation is. Did he go down? Oh, he didn't die. Oh, I thought they did. Okay. Let's bring in a big one. Yeah, it could just be that the guys are weird. Because, right, sometimes it doesn't count. So I'm hoping that's all it is. Duplicate a card. What would I want to duplicate? What do I want to duplicate? I don't remember if you can cancel. You can't. Ooh, I don't know if canceling means that you lose the reward. I'm a little bit worried about that, but I think I will be doing a duplication. Just a question of what I want duplicated. Ending time is actually really good at this point because since I get so many ultimate charges, these exiled quivers are kind of nice because it gives you a ton of stuff. It's kind of cheap. Then on top of that, you can just get the charges right back with the kill. So that's actually pretty interesting. I'm probably gonna be going for that, but the other possibility would be doing their Lightbringer shot, right? Because that's my big hit. But there's a good chance I'll grab one of those. Or like something equivalent, like another arrow. Alright, I think we're going to do with ending time. I think that's what we're going to be doing. Whew. Yeah. Weird or weird. I know. I remember like way back in the day listening to somebody talking about it, and they were like, oh yeah, I like the person apparently had talked to the developers and said something to the extent of that they were being corrected how to pronounce weird. I don't know how it's supposed to be pronounced, but I guess there's a very specific way. But anyways, if you end the turn with more than 4 cards, gain energy. That's probably not going to happen often. Well, sometimes. If you end the turn with unused energy, gain 2 energy. I do like that a lot. You know, the time that we used that, it went extraordinarily well. I think that was our best run back in the campaign, was when I was able to use ear effectively. I think I had it at level 2 even. Let's see. What do I want in the front? You know what? We're going to get 50% damage in the first turn. What else do I want to put in the back then? I could heal. I'm a little tempted to do that. You know what? Let's do the polished ear. Have extra energy. We'll see how that goes. I don't know how often that'll be helpful, but it might. Yeah, you think it's the same as weird? I know that's what I thought. Well, maybe the guy who was talking about it was pronouncing it strange to begin with, and it was like, oh, it's like wired, and it's like, no, it's just weird. You're being weird. I don't know how the conversation went, but maybe it was something like that. Anyways, okay, so I want to kill the sleeper. Yeah, I can kill the sleeper, light seeker, and then maybe the shaman. Who knows? Or actually, would that be enough? I actually think that I lose damage output. Or do I? No, I don't. Oh, no, I do. Alright. So this will be plenty. So he's out. And also now we can do ending time. So now I deal even more damage. Okay, that's incredible. Ooh. Yeah, wired. Oh, it sounds like word. Word. I don't know. Okay, Upshot is now a lot more interesting for this character. Man, but close quarters combat. We're going to do Upshot. Yeah, I'm going to do Upshot. Deal a hit for 400% damage. Next turn, lose an energy. Because if I am able to time it well, if I am playing it intelligently, this should be very nice. But we'll see if I play it intelligently. You never know with me. Alright, every discarded card grants you an additional charge and increases the damage of your next hit by 10%. Now that's really good. I mean, I'm already getting charges galore, but steady aim. After ending a turn without dealing any hits, that's never going to happen. Your first hit will reduce armor. I mean, it's cool-ish, but... All elemental arrows deal additional 25% damage. The damage is changed to piercing. You know, I can't remove armor, so it's not too bad. And also, I probably will be bringing in more arrows, given our current build. But devastating precision, man. Man, every discarded card grants you ultimate charges and increases the damage of your next hit by 10%. Every card, huh? Man, that is good. Because then I think that means every discarded card increases your ultimate by 3. My ultimate is going to be going haywire, constantly going up. But we're gonna do something we've never done. You love phonology? Yeah, I should probably a word. Word? Yeah. Yeah. I should probably. I was thinking about it in one of my lore videos recently. Is I should probably do some research in terms of how things are typically pronounced, like in Celtic words and that kind of stuff. I mean, I know weird now is like Old English, Germanic, but it probably would be helpful to for me to be aware as to how things are typically pronounced. Okay, so I should stun one of these guys. This guy's the bigger jerk, so we're gonna stun him. After that's done, what do I have? I have 4 energy left. Yeah. I'm gonna have to do an unbreakable feint because there's no way they're all going down. Let's see here. I have a chance to kill him. I mean, if this does kill him, I mean, I can probably chain the 3 of these guys. But, I mean, what are the odds of that, right? I'll do a small hit first, or small-ish hit. Ooh, I don't know if my odds went up any. We'll try it. Alright, we got him. Got a big hit. Okay, we're going to kill him. We can bring in one of these already. We'll do it. And then we can kill... Ooh, we can't guarantee the kill. Well, we'll try to kill him. That'd be really nice if I do. I did. Okay. So now I have a huge hit. This has Pierce, too. That's awesome. Well, I suppose I should go for this guy, right? He's the one with less armor. Yeah, let's go for that guy. Yep. 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 Cool. Nice. Okay. 21 more hits. He needs 25. That's a lot. So we're probably fine. Gamble, gain a block. No, I don't need to do that kind of stuff. Right. I do need to be thinking about our energy. We're going to want to do a feint at least. What's he doing? 20. He's doing about 25. He's doing about 10, 11, so 30. So he's doing 40 or less. So we're not taking enough damage to be hurt here. I could do ending time and then upshot. You know, I think I will. Then I want to try to time this correctly. So we'll do one of these. And this will be a big hit. Kind of. We'll do one of those. And then we'll end. And since we ended with an extra energy, we'll gain 2. We also lost 1, so yeah, we're at +1. Yes, totally not a complicated mathematical equation. Anyways, let's see here. So I can stun him and lose armor. That's really scary. I mean, if I do a feint, I can deal with him. I can't deal with him, though. Now I could attempt to deal with him, which is a very interesting idea. Alright, let's see what gets grabbed. Okay, returning shot. Okay, cool. Alright, we're gonna want to try to time this. To just do as much as we can, but yeah, there's no way we can kill him, actually. No. Alright, so I think I will do a risk, because I should be able to kill whatever he pops out. Okay, that's not going to kill him. Alright, let's do one of these. Ooh, I can get a big one. Alright, we'll get the big one. Oh wow, it's a huge hit. Okay, well, maybe he's just going to die anyway. No, he's not. Okay. And we want to save 1 energy. Or I could kill him. Yeah, but then... Or no, he's not dead. Alright, we'll leave it there. We'll deal with him next round. Ooh. Learn Welsh. It's pretty much the closest living language to ancient tongues spoken in biblical times. Virtually the same thing as Sanskrit and Aramaic. All 3 are functionally the same language. More partial to Gaelic, but that's because I've been an Irish fan since I was a kid. There's a cool channel on Welsh history. Gaelic and Welsh are closely related. So, in your two guys' opinions, or anybody in the chat, but what language do you think would be best to know how to pronounce things in Tainted Grail? Because that's my concern, is being able to pronounce those things correctly. Yeah, stun him. I don't like getting hit. Oh yeah, I forgot that guy pops out, but I can kill him, right? Totally. Yeah, it did. I can bring in a huge elemental. Alright, how much am I spending? I'm spending 2. So I want to play this because that gives me extra damage. I could play this. I guess I will. Alright, so we have this huge hit here. But we first want to kill him. Oh yeah, we can just kill him with a regular shot. So then we can do this giant hit there. And yeah, then a bunch of small ones. Welsh is a bit more insane. Well, I am very good at learning languages. I can learn the basics of stuff really quickly. And I for whatever reason, I have an okay mind with languages, as long as I'm like actively attempting to memorize it. If that makes sense. But yeah. Alright, let's see. I might actually be able to kill this guy. Let's see if we can time this. 1, 2, and then we get a big hit here. We'll do an upshot, because I think we can kill him. Then we want a smaller hit, and then a big one. Well, they're all equal, huh? Okay, let's do a muscle rupture. This will be a big hit. Ooh, so close. And yet so far. I might actually still be able to do it. Let's see what we bring in. A thunder shot. Well, we'll play it. Okay, we got him. Man, that was actually very close. But we got him. In Tainted Grail, a lot of vocabulary seems to draw from Old English, so Anglo-Saxon, the more tribal bits being Celtic. Actually, I looked up the runes the other day. They are not Elder Futhark per se, they are the Anglo-Saxon variant, so a bit younger, though the names still don't all fit. Man, that is interesting. I feel like I should like keep a record of a lot of this different stuff for when I like want to get things correct. Which, I mean, honestly, I do want to pronounce things correctly. And the thing is, like, I know I am the only Tainted Grail channel, so I feel a little, or sorry, Tainted Grail lore channel. So I feel a little bit bad when I know I'm pronouncing things wrong. Like, I'm American. I have an American accent. I know English and Spanish, well, some Spanish, and that's it. You know, so it's not like I have any knowledge on this kind of stuff. I just read it. But at the same time, I feel bad then. Because I know that I might be spreading misinformation in terms of how you say things, and I feel a bit bad. Because I know, like, you know, like Tintigel is tinted gel, but I have absolutely heard someone in the game say Tintigel, so I don't know what to say then, because Tintigel feels right. It just feels right, you know. I do. That's a shock that I pronounce things correctly. The only thing that I remember learning how to pronounce was how to pronounce she, the like SIDHE for like, you know, the Fae. I remember when I learned that, I thought it was like so cool, like how you're supposed to pronounce it, because it sounds like she and it's very close to she, but it's she. Or whatever. It's like, I don't know. I thought that was interesting. But anyways, that was a while ago. But okay, I think that we can just yeah, we can bully these guys to death. Dead. The Dalriata is another example of different NPCs pronouncing things in. Yeah, yeah. It kind of reminds me of in Star Wars when George Lucas, because right, I don't know if you've heard. By the way, I'm not taking any of these. This is giving me armor. Not interested in that. Damage offer armor. No way. And I don't like doing multi shots. I'll do this and I'll see what I was gonna say. But each discarded arrow grants you an armor for 3 turns. It's not too bad. Each discarded arrow and spirit arrow reduces armor of all enemies by 10 for 3 turns. So we're going to go with caltrops. We don't have other ways to reduce armor, so we're going to go with that. But anyways, there's a story of George Lucas back when he hired the actors of, like, you know, Luke and Han, which, you know, so I'm sure that some of you have heard this already, but they had asked him, hey, how do you pronounce this? Like, is it Han or Han? And he was like, you know what, just do whatever. Like, we'll just say that it's your accent from wherever, whatever planet you're from. We'll just play it off that way. So it was like all these different things where it's like they were determining the accents now of these different places. So that's what I was thinking about with the Dalriata or Dalrita. You know, it's just like, well, you know, just do what you want. It's an easy fix, right? We can just say that that's your accent. So it might be a situation like that, but anyways, all right. So 15, 25, so 45 damage is about what they're doing. This should be fine, right? Unbreakable feints. Okay. Now let's see here. So the first attack is big. I could try to kill him. If I do, I can do ending time. Yeah, that is very tempting. Ooh, well, I can still do ending time. I was hoping I could have done it with 1 attack, though, but it's okay. And dead. So I get a huge hit available. And dead. Man. Alright. So I'm okay with the passives. I wish I had other ones, but it's not bad at the moment. Man, this quiver. I'm probably gonna have to take this quiver because this is the only toxic shot I've seen all game. So I'm going to be taking this. Pay in blood, offer health, reduce cost of cards. I mean, no way. Pay in service, it cheapens the cost, but and then pay in souls, exile, reduce the cost. Yeah, we're going to go Bouquet of Destruction because that sounds cool, and I need a toxic shot pretty desperately. Also, we get ultimate charges pretty easily. All right, as we're playing a maneuver, gain 10 armor. That's very nice. I need more armor for sure. Every maneuver grants you 3 barrier. No, that's so little. Not happening. Every 6 hit has 50% lifesteal. That's okay. I would prefer having the armor because I still have my healing potion. So yeah, we're gonna go this way. Yeah, it helps that those NPCs often were of different cultures from different regions. Right, yeah, exactly. Bouquet of Destruction, it sounds like my ultimate. Final Toaster Path. Final Toaster Path. That is fantastic. I love it. Oh dear. Okay, we're going to be reducing the damage of all enemies by 75%. And yeah, let's grab some barrier here. Oh dear. Okay. They're not gonna die because they're lame. So we're gonna do. Well, this is probably the bad order actually, but that's okay. We're gonna save the energy for the following round, so we have extra. Ooh, our Bouquet of Destruction. Yes. The final toaster bath. Oh man. Okay. We are going to be playing that. It's very helpful. Believe it or not. And we're going to be doing a toxic shot. Remove a bunch of his armor, which is really nice to see. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can spend all my energy. I probably will. Yeah. Well, we'll wait on the feint to see if we need to play it. We probably will, but let's try to time this correctly. So the second shot is going to be weak because it's not useful. Alright, this shot is going to be big, but it's not going to be the biggest one this turn. We want our second most damaging attack. Let's go with the aim shot. Now we just want to hit him. And now we have our biggest hit. So we'll do the upshot. Alright. Good. Fantastic. Okay, duplicate a card. Ooh, that's a tough one. What do I want to duplicate? Ooh, dear. I mean, I need those toxic shots, but man, increase your card draw. Increase your card draw is so pleasant too. I'm trying to think if I'm gonna want to do another card draw at some point. I think I did it once. I mean, if I want to do it again, if I want to get another card draw at some point, I should do it now before I get more cards. Because I might find something I really love. And I think I'm gonna increase my card draw. Ugh, hopefully that's a good call. Alright. Ooh, cracked guard. Do I want to combine? I think I don't know. I guess I do. Because the increased damage by 4 is good. Okay. What do we have here? We have a Stan. We're gonna put those off to the side for now. The calc, yeah, also off to the side. I can't imagine using those too much. We have the cracked Ethel, which gives me extra damage. That's important. And then the cracked Gworth. That is good. Okay, so Ethel is good in the armor slot. Gworth is good in either. I kind of want them both. I could take off the cracked tier, but that's really good to knock things out in the first round. The cracked Gworth, I mean, it's not as useful in this scenario now that I think about it. Yeah, Win isn't that good. Win isn't that good. Let's just take that off. Yeah, I mean, we'll have Gworth in here because this is good for the long slogs, but this is... I have learned that this is the kind of game that if you're not killing them in the first 3 rounds, you're in a lot of trouble. You're probably dead. Okay. That's a lot of... That is actually a lot of damage to handle, but... That's okay. We're okay. Everything is fine. As always. Alright, we're going to do an unbreakable feint. We need the block. I think that we're good though. 12, 24, 36, 49. So yeah, we're good. Now that that's settled. Can I kill the Soul Harvester? The reason I want to kill him first is because he's going to be summoning an ally. If I kill one of his buddies first. I mean, it is a little bit tempting to kill a Faceless Hunter first anyway. Because I can get increased damage and maybe I can kill the Hunter, and then the Soul Harvester. But I don't know if I'm going to have enough for that. I'm not too sure. Okay, so all 3 of these deal the same amount of damage. And I can't. Yeah, it's not going to work. It is not going to work. Do I do muscle ruptures now? The question. Let's do a couple hits and see where we're at after doing a Lightbringer. Okay, so I can't kill him. I don't want to draw 2 less cards, so I'm just gonna leave it. Alright. 2 ending times. Okay, this is probably gonna be over soon. These guys are dealing a lot of damage, but we should be okay here. What is nice is every single time we play a quiver, we increase our damage by 50%. That is really pleasant. And I think we don't have enough to do what I want. But if I injure him a little bit, is this going to be enough? No. Okay, that's fine. All right, so we do have a big hit. This should be enough now. Really, it's still not. Okay, well, I'll have to use this then. I was hoping to save that, but it's okay. Alright, we can bring in another arrow bag. I shall. Gives us extra damage again. Alright, we can kill him with a finisher. Or was that regular? It was a regular. Okay, we can bring in an elemental. We can hit him. Oh, he's dead. Okay, we had like 5 more shots. Alright, that went pretty well. It all just worked out. Ricochet. Nice. So it's a hit and cleave. I do like that. Ugh, it's another good hit. The problem is that I have other arrows that deal more. They do deal more. Upshot is better. Lightbringer is going to be better, usually. Muscle Rupturing Shot is going to be more deadly. The thing that this gives me is some cleave, which is good. Tails gives me armor, followed by heads, which gives me damage. Not interested. Then we just have the hidden treasure. Draw a card, reduce the energy cost, followed by draw 2 cards, reduce their energy cost by 1. Not particularly useful. Okay, I could go Ricochet. I have nothing with Cleave, but I can't think of too many instances where I'm going to be like, man, I really wish I had a Cleave right now. I suppose the times would be if I have a ton of grub boys out there. Maybe I will. I don't know what other shot I would want, so let's take it. Alright, increase max health by 40. No. Each discarded arrow grants you an armor. Not too bad. And then each discarded arrow gives you 5% damage for 3 turns. Let's do delayed punishment. Cool. I gotta say, they do have a lot of cool titles in this game. That is something that I kind of thought. I do like that a lot. Okay. So, reduce armor of all enemies by 25% until the end of combat. Probably the way to go. Alright. So we have 2 defenders here, and then we have the yawning portals. There's no way I'm going to be able to deal enough damage to this guy. Let's think about it. Man. I mean, yeah, this is probably going to be a pretty close one if I had to guess, because this guy has so much health. They both do. You have to kill them both. Is there anything I should consider? I could fully charge my ultimate. Man, is it worth... I don't know if that's even worth it. What else should I consider attempting? I mean, if I do a talking skull, that would fill my ultimate, but you know, then I have no cards. Yeah, I really need a Bouquet of Destruction, but that'll come in next round, hopefully. Hopefully. Alright. I think I'm just gonna have to go for this guy. Okay, we got our big hit. We'll do the... do I want to do an upshot? I think I will. And we want to save 2 energy. We don't want to do the muscle rupture. I don't want to make things worse for me in the following round. Do I want to do an aim shot or a returning and a lightbringer? It's essentially equal. But this would get me closer to shoot to remember, so we'll do it this way. Alright, we're discarding a few cards. Oh, I forgot. Aim shot doesn't get discarded, so I did take damage there. Alright. We have our bouquet. We shall bring it in. Yes. Want to do a toxic? Alright. That's very helpful. Want to do a weak shot? Now, the finisher almost gets him. The aim shot will kill this guy. Maybe I will. Alright. We are in trouble here. I do have to be thinking about this. Because he's going to do a big hit. If I do feint followed by unbreakable feint, that's not giving me that much. And that's probably going to have to be doing at the moment. I can stun him. If I do, I can attack this guy, but that's not all too helpful. Yeah, I'm probably just going to have to be shooting this guy down. Because, yeah, it's not going to be helpful. Alright. So, I think I will play feint. Man. Unbreakable feint. Okay. We'll just take a little bit, just a little bit of damage. And if we discard smoke shot, which we will, we won't take any. So we're good. Everything is fine. Yeah, let's do some hits on this guy. I should have started with the finishing, but we're good. Alright. Alright, we're also poisoned by him, so we're taking 2 damage a round. Alright, let's see here. I could bring in a huge attack. We want to do ending time first is a question. And if I do ending time, if I start playing cards that kill this guy, that is another valid way to go. What's this thing? Every turn reduce armor of all enemies 5 until the end of combat. Oh yeah, I forgot I had that. That is good. That is good. Alright, I think I'm going to be bringing in an elemental shot and just hope we reduce armor, which we did. Okay. That's really nice to see. Might be able to kill him with a aim shot, but let's use one of these to guarantee it. So he's been hurt. And I guess we're just me focusing this guy down, right? Probably. Probably. If I play the feint... you know what? We're going to switch it up a little bit. We're going to be playing a feint just to make sure we're fine. We're going to hit him. Hit him. And we'll end it there. Alright, so our next hit is a massive attack. I think that this is about to go off. So it should be... Well, maybe it's not going off. It is shining. Alright. I think I'm wrong. Okay, we're going to be bringing in ending time. I could do this now. I think I will. Thundershot. Huh. Man. Yeah, I don't think this is about to go off. So that means I want to do the third shot. Be the thunder. And see how much we can do with it. Let's do a finisher. Yeah. Not the best. Alright, do I want to kill this guy? Maybe. Actually, Unbreakable Feints is going to be enough to defend against these guys. I should have calculated that before. But we're fine. How much is this stealing? 67. Yeah, we should probably just go for the big guy. This is going to be going off soon as well. Alright. Let's do that and one of these. Alright, big hit. Alright. Still taking 2 damage a round. We have the Bouquet of Destruction. I shall bring that one in. We want to do a Toxic, followed by a Weak Shot. And then we want to have our biggest hit go off. Aim Shot would be fine. Okay, 308. Is okay. Tolerable. We're going to want to do a feint at some point. We're going to do it now. Okay. Okay. I'm going to do a shot, turning, shot. And then I can play 2 more, or I could just... Yeah, I do want to play 2 more. What's the biggest hit here? The Muscle Rupture? Okay. The Muscle Rupture will have a big increase in damage. And yeah. We are defending against all this, right? I think so. Yes. Alright. I think we're good. Maybe. Maybe we're not. Let's bring the arrow bag. 1, 2. Then we get a big hit here. Very close. Alright, not quite. Can I stun him? I could, but I'm defending against it all. Alright, ending time. This should do it. Okay. You. We did it. Okay, we can get rid of a card. What do we want to even get rid of? I'm sure there's something I'm going to want to toss. Let's think about it. I need the 4 feints desperately. We're all ready. I want to get rid of the arrow bags at some point. Now might be the time. What is the other thing I'd want to get rid of? I mean, shots are good. I want to keep them. Man, I don't know. I mean, the only two that aren't the best, like the only two that I don't feel good about when I draw it is the Muscle Rupturer and the Ricochet. But we're going to get rid of the one of the two arrow bags. Alright, and we're going to get the Harbinger of Light, dealing a huge hit. That'll be nice if I ever draw it. And yeah, stable powder. Never using that. I'm not a lucky person. Ooh, maybe we should grab another healing mixture. You know what? We're gonna grab. I hate doing that. I hate it so much. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's Internet Tomato that can't do it. Like, it's probably unwise to do that, but it always feels bad. Every time. Every time. But we are going to drink our last one anyway. Alright. I could actually switch out if I'm feeling good enough. I could switch out a runestone to heal me at the end of this combat, but I wasn't at the time. Okay, so we have a sick man, and we have two tainted corpses. They're hidden pretty hard. Let's see here. We want to start with a maneuver that is going to be able to defend against everything that gives us extra damage. After that, I think we're just going to go with the Soul Harvester because he brings in others. If I can, I was going to say, if I can kill him in one hit, I will, and I can. It would be preferable. Yeah, it would be preferable if I do Upshot. I don't want to spend the 2 energy. Yeah, we're going to do an Upshot. So he's out. Let's try to get rid of him next. Got a big hit here. You know what? We're going to do something unwise and do a blood candle. Hit him. And hit him. And hit him. Okay. I could bring this in. There's a chance I could kill him. Yeah, there is a chance. But I don't think I will. Alright. Okay. So we definitely want to do a bouquet of destruction at some point to make these guys a little bit easier. I can't guarantee the kill. You know what? Let's actually do a feint first, and then we're gonna do a. Man, this is smart. Then we're gonna do a bouquet. Okay, so we're dealing a fair bit of extra damage. Man, the aim shot is so close. So close and yet so far, huh? Well, this one can kill him. Alright, we'll do it that way. So he's out of here. We just have to deal with his 2 friends. Ooh, a light shot. So that can kill anybody. Yeah, let's just do it now. Because as we kill enemies, we double our damage attack, but I guess it must have been low. Interesting. It might not have counted as a kill, actually, since he transformed. But it's okay. Alright, we're going to do an ending time. This is our 3rd attack, apparently, but we're just going to do this anyway. Now we're at our 7th. Okay. Alright, finishing can handle this. That's fine. Alright, let's just do some attacks then. Waiting for something to pop up. That's not popping up. Okay. Believe it. I wonder why the damage did not. Well, it must just be that they transformed, so that's why the damage didn't increase. But yeah, I guess it just depends on the enemy type. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I can't afford everything, but almost. So we're going to do an unbreakable feint, followed by an unbreakable feint. Yeah, so that'll give us a pretty big damage increase. And yeah, we can probably kill these guys. Let's do the ending time. Dead. Dead. Not dead. Dead. Nice. Yeah, it's going well. Favored enemy. Place redirect effect on a chosen enemy for 2 turns. Pretty cool, I guess, but not my favorite. And changes it to 4 turns. Okay. Corrosive Downfall. I'm going to be taking this. It gives me 3 toxic shots. That is going to happen. So I'm just going to go for it. That is something I've been needing, and that is something I got. Now, the next thing I desperately need is an Advanced Feint. I haven't seen one of those in so long, but that's what I really need. After killing an enemy, reduce the energy cost of the next maneuver by 2. That is interesting. At the start of each turn with a full ultimate, gain 100% damage for the next hit. That is also interesting. You know what? We're going to go Vantage. I think that when I did it before, I did enjoy it. Yeah. Yeah, we're just focusing on getting some kills. Alright. Alright. Well, only one guy's attacking. Yeah. Yeah, these tainted corpses are kind of my bane, it seems. Okay. Corrosive weaponry. Sorry, corrosive rainfall. My bad. It is in play. However, I don't think it really matters because they need to be able to get a kill. Well, the only one that's within reach is the blood carver. I mean, I could try, right? I may as well try. Actually, no. That was pointless to try. I just realized. Yeah, because even if I was able to kill him, I'd have 0 energy anyway. What do we have here? Resurrection. That's not gonna happen. Okay. Yeah, this wasn't the best draw. There's something I can really play to make it better either, but we'll just hit him. He's half dead. Discard a bunch of cards. We didn't get hurt. Okay, well that's not good. Okay, we're probably gonna have to use a talking skull here, as that was a pretty painful draw. We'll probably kill him. That's at least a good start. Okay, I can bring in a pretty big elemental shot. Ooh. Yeah. It's just shy. Rough. I really wanted to. I could... Oh, I don't have a acid bomb. That's okay, that's okay. Yeah, so I can't quite kill him. Well, I can't guarantee the kills, what I should say. I might kill him. And no. Nope, didn't get him. Alright, so he's out of here. Alright. So we're doing okay. I need to discard 3 cards in order to be able to defend against everything here. Let's hit him. Okay. Alright, so if I kill him, then I just need to discard 2 cards. Alright, we're good, we're good. Everything is fine. Alright. We can bring in a huge hit. I shall. It also has Pierce, which is very pleasant. We'll just get rid of him. We get a bunch, well, a few charges. Alright, let's do finishing shots. Let's see. I kind of don't want to play this because I like the side it's on. But I kind of, yeah, I don't think I will. Yeah, let's just attack this guy. I'm sure we have enough attacks to knock him out. And... Alright, let's do a ending time again. And just try to get rid of this guy. Alright. Alright, that worked well. That worked fine enough. He's out. Alright, great. We took 0 damage, I think. So, I think that I'm happy with that. Okay, let's see about this. So now what I have to be thinking about is right, again, what am I lacking? It is the feint, as always. It seems to be a running theme with this character. He doesn't seem to be getting the right defense cards. Um I really like the idea of returning shot, but I need at least one more defense card, right? Yeah, I think I need at least one more. Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave it be. The retreat tactics aren't that bad, I will say. But the problem is it so rarely gives me enough barrier for it to be worth it. And the 3 hits at 150% are okay, but man, it doesn't count as a shot. And that is a problem. But it does count as a hit, which is a little bit frustrating because then the calculations are a little bit wonky. That's why I don't like taking retreat tactics. I think I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna wait for an advanced feint. If this is the run, then it'll happen. I'm sure. All right, Hunter's Dream. Every turn, increase the damage of your first hit by 25%. Stairs of Bodies. After killing an enemy, gain 100% more damage to the next hit. And Resilience. Every 9th maneuver played in combat increases your armor by 30 for 3 turns. I think I'm gonna stack on what I'm doing in terms of gaining extra damage per kill. We're gonna keep doing that and see if that's gonna help us. All right, the Guardian. Well, we meet again. They have a lot of health. Very interesting. That is a lot of health, isn't it? I should probably eat this. Okay. Alright. So, it seems like what I have to be doing is just focusing almost entirely on defense, which is okay. 55, that's going to be enough to handle everybody. I want him to go down because he's buffing himself, so I should probably attack him. Yeah, I want my third attack to be the aim shot. Oh, he just negates it. Ouch. Okay. Alright. Now let's see. We can bring in the Corrosive Rainfall. I think I will. It'll give us a bunch of toxic shots. Let's remove their armor. This is going to be my second priority. And I did just realize I don't have any feints here, so I'm going to have to be discarding arrows in order to gain block. I could do a smoke shot on somebody. I suppose that's actually the way to go. We're going to smoke him. He is stunned, right? Yeah, he's stunned. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure I can kill this guy. I hope. Alright, let's do a second toxic. Yeah, just to feel better. Okay, so what else do we want to do? We could do ending time. Alternatively, we have a bunch of big attacks here. Let's do an ending time. Alright. We're gonna try to save Upshot if we can. Alright, we do have an Upshot still available. Wanna go for the big guy? Alright, he's out. Alright, let's bring in a huge hit. Okay, good, we can kill another. He is stunned, supposedly. He doesn't look stunned at all, right? You know what, I don't trust the game. He doesn't look stunned to me. Yeah, we can kill him. Alright. Alright, we're good. Ooh. And sounded like you said ape shot. Oh, it was up shot. I know, my accent. Man. My apologies. An ape shot. Yeah, this game is very unique. I'll give it that. I will give it that. Alright, we're going to get a duplicate. We're going to duplicate a card. I think that is the way to go. It's hard to tell what is the best call here. upshot is pretty interesting. I am tempted to get more of the corrosive rainfall to gain more toxics, but honestly, I hate to do it, but I think I'm gonna have to duplicate a feint. It is so painful, so enormously painful to duplicate a starter card, but I'm not getting an advanced feint where the other, I forget the name of it, but the other maneuver that's really good. I haven't found it, so I think I have to. Again, it feels bad, but yeah, that's how it goes. Alright, I don't like that one. What else do we have? Yeah, the stunning retaliation, yeah, I'm not going to be doing those. Okay, well, that was a pretty lame draw, apparently. But that's okay. It's okay. This is the run. This is the run. Accent doesn't even come close to ours. You sound like a mountain man. Yeah. Yes, I have known some people to think, which I don't really know why, but maybe just because of the friends I have. But some people have asked me if I'm from like Tennessee, or like Kentucky or Tennessee, and then others think I'm like more so closer to Minnesota, and others think that I'm from like Michigan. But I don't know. I don't think I sound any different than anybody that I'm like around here. So I get all over. Okay, I don't think I'm going to be able to kill them all. I can probably kill the 2 sick men. So we're just going to do a regular feint that'll keep us safe. An upshot, dude, that's plenty. Is that too much? No. We're going to do an upshot here. Okay. Let's see, what do we want to do? Because that is actually very interesting now. If I do an ending time, how much damage does this deal? Okay, if I do an ending time, that's probably going to be enough to kill the sick man. Yeah, then I can do a big hit after. Oh yeah, it's plenty to kill the sick man. What can I do after that? Well, I wanted to have an energy left, but you know what? Maybe I don't really need it. I could also bring in an elemental. The elemental arrow would probably be pretty deadly. The element... Okay, we're gonna get it. Alright, dead. And not quite. I will do a feint, increasing our damage a smidge more. Trying to get as much as possible. Alright, he's gonna be out of here. Nice. You. Alright, that worked out. I'm not taking any of these. Cancel. Alright, patience. After ending a turn without dealing any hits, increase damage of the next hit by 100%. Revel in Massacre. Every time you deal more than 300 damage with a single hit, heal yourself for 30. That is interesting because I don't have any healing stuff. Ending a turn without dealing any hits, that's never going to happen. Okay, so these two are never going to happen because I'm always going to deal a hit. So Revel in Massacre, I'm going to do. I've never done it. And sure, it'll heal me. I like healing. Whew. South Dakota sort of guy. But yeah, well, yeah, it's true because I'm Eastern time zone, Eastern Standard Time. Well, yeah, you guys can have your theories. Yeah. Well, the other one I get a lot is from Chicago, a Chicagoan accent. But the reason for that, which I'm fine with saying, is that I have a fair bit of family from Chicago, so that's probably why people think have told me I sound Chicagoan. But all right, so this guy's at 30. Okay, so I need to close to 60. Yeah, that's easily manageable. We're going to do one of these, so we're good. We are defended. We have extra damage now. I am a little bit tempted to do an oversaturated runestone for this. This is where I died last time, wasn't it? I want to say so, but it might not have been. You know what? Maybe I am. I'm going to do the oversaturated runestone. I'm going to do it. And we're going to be removing these guys' armor. Because I don't like them having it. Because it's very uncool. This next hit is going to be it's going to be a big damage dealer, but it's not dealing that much extra damage. Alright, so we're good. He's almost half dead. We're defended. We're not going to do anything but end turn. Okay. Man. Potato, why are you laughing? Because you know where I'm from. Oh, man. Okay. Let's see here. I can... Yeah, I guess I could bring in the elemental. More than likely, I can get rid of this corrupted tree here. Alright, let's start it off with our Unbreakable Feint. And it'd be nice if I could kill him with one of these, but there's no way, right? Yeah. It's too much. And actually, we are going to be using a blood candle here. Let's fill up. Let's bring this in. Ooh, wow, that's a big hit. Wow. All right, let's kill this guy. Cool. Very cool indeed. Oh yeah, I forgot. They get angry when you kill their allies. That's why I died, because I didn't realize that they dealt increased damage, and it was like exact. And I messed it up. Okay. Not enough. The Lightbringer is the biggest hit at the moment, and it's not enough either. I probably do want to get rid of the life essence here, but we should probably focus on the tree as well. What are the arrows I would pick up? You get a smoke shot. I don't need anything to really be smoked. Yeah, I think I would just leave it. Though I don't want to play this arrow bag. It's not going to be helpful. Alright. I think we're just going to do some basic attacks then. Oh, this is a huge hit right now. Okay, so then we'll do the Lightbringer. Well, I guess I could have probably killed him if I shot him first. But it doesn't matter. Yeah, we have 2 energy left to spend. I want to spend. We're still defending. He'll die pretty easily once he's dead. I might be able to just kill them in a line. That is the spy. She is in fact the spy. She knows all. Yeah, okay. Let's see here. So I can kill him with a aim shot. I shall. So we're dealing this huge amount of damage. Huge amount. I say at 340. We've seen better, let's be honest. Alright, so if I bring this in, I can kill Darenheim Winterbane. Huh. Now that I think about it, maybe, you know what? We're going to do a bouquet. And then we're going to bring in a ×2 damage. Yeah, because that should be enough, and it is. So he's out of here. So I'm still having the increased damage. I'm at 700% now. So what do we have that deals? Well, we have a bunch of regulars. We do have the finishing. So I can kill him. Okay. And yeah, I'm going to have to do a couple shots to kill this guy. You can actually play this, it is free. I should have done that before. Increases my damage a little bit. Alright. I think I do have to still deal with him. But, I don't think it's going to be a big deal. Oof, 1 more damage. Okay, fine. If you insist. I hit him. We'll just leave it. I don't know. You know what? You're stunned. Congratulations. I guess it worked. It says that they're stunned. I don't know. I don't know. Alright, let's see here. Alright, let's do a ricochet. Did. Ooh, we did it. Okay, fantastic. I'm pretty sure that's where I died last time. Someone might be able to correct me on that one, but I think that that's where I lost the zealot. And then I was like, man, no wonder it's so hard. Darn. Did I? Yeah, I changed my mind. Okay, anyways. We have the unstable powder. I probably should equip the... Actually, I probably don't need to equip the meat. You know, yeah. I don't know if I should equip the meat. I'll leave it outside. We'll get the blood... After I consume the blood candle, we will. And okay. We deal so much damage, we don't need a healing mixture anymore. We don't need it. Never. Sorry if you could hear that. A car went by. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to do what we usually do of kill, kill, kill. Alright, let's do a feint. We know we're going to want to do it at some point. Now what? I could stun the headhunter, but I'm already defending against him, and I guess I kind of need to go for the hopeless mutation. Yeah, I probably do. Game shot is pretty big, but yeah, it would be preferable if I can get this corrosive rainfall, but I don't think there is a way unless I get a kill. Let's see here. And the only way for me to manage that is if I do these two shots followed by an aim shot. It might work. It's low odds. No, it's the exact amount. Perfect. Alright, then we can bring in the toxic shots, and that's what I want to do to him. Then the following round, we can do a regular attack. Ooh. Let's do it on the headhunter next. Alright, we're fine. Okay, that's a lot of damage. Okay. Alright, we'll be fine. Everything is fine. No need to worry. Never. Alright, so we're going to bring that in. An upshot. Yeah, an upshot can kill him. Do I want to bring in the bouquet before? Yeah, I do. Alright, so now we'll kill him with the upshot. Yeah, I think so. Alright, so he's out of here. We could do an ending time. If we do that, we don't have an aim shot, but I think I'm okay with this. Alright, he can die from that. Bring in a big attack. Wow, that's huge. Huge. Whew. Maybe we should try making some kind of unkillable tank sometime. See if it's possible. Well, honestly, I think that I think that more or less it is, because well, I don't know if you were here. Oh, advanced feint. Man, why did I have to duplicate that feint? Okay, we're taking it. Such a shame. I wasted the duplicate. But anyways, yeah, I don't know if you were here at the beginning, but like, right, one of them was like at 1700 was their maximum. So if I was able to do that, it would probably take about, 20-30 streams to get that to that point, I have a feeling. And or maybe it would take like 15 or something. Well, I guess it depends on how long the streams are. But anyways, so I did consider that, but that's why I went for this one, because I felt like it's reasonable I could actually hit top 10 in this stream for this specific character. But yeah, I probably, if I'm able to get to the top 10, I will switch to another class, and yeah, let's go melee. I would probably prefer that. I can get lifesteal. I don't really need lifesteal. Every fourth maneuver played in a turn, never draw an arrow. No. Every 10th hit in combat stuns. No, I don't like Vampire Steel either. Because now I know I'm healing so much because I'm dealing so much damage. I'm just constantly healing the full. I don't need to heal. Stuns are not important, but I guess I'm gonna have to grab it. Well, I mean, now that I think about it, there will be instances where quick assembly is not terrible. But let's go concussion. Alright. Vampiric arrows. Well, currently, I don't know if you noticed, but whenever I do a big hit, I heal by 30. So I'm like constantly healing, but I've nothing to heal. I'm already at max health. So I just figured it would be redundant. But yeah, I would have if I didn't have that already. But yeah, let's see here. The Suffering Lady. Do I want... Well, yeah, first of all, we are going to be removing their armor. Let's see. Yeah, the Suffering Lady isn't going to die from one hit. But if I am able to kill her, which Man, but I need to be focusing on the ogres, right? I'm not going to be able to kill the ogres, though. There's no way. It's just not going to be possible. So yeah, I think I'm going to have to kill her, but then bring in the corrosive arrows. Yes, I think that's what I'm going to have to do. I don't like this much, but I think that's what's going to happen. Alright, we have a free one. I think I'm Ooh, let's do a regular feint. And then we're going to be bringing the corrosive rainfall. Let's remove their armor. Let's see if this is going to be possible. I have my doubts, but maybe. Alright. Ooh. Looks like I might have to kill him. Interesting. That's not a good spot to be in. If I'm able to kill him, I can get a huge elemental hit, though. I have 4 energy. That's enough to play every card in my hand. Alright. Well, this is going to be rather close. Probably. Alright. Might be a little bit risky to play that. Yeah, I can't do the throwing knife. Alright, let's do the aim shot. Alright, we got him. Okay. This is going to be kind of close, but we do have a ton of throwing knives and they deal big hits, so... Alright, it wasn't enough, so I can do a throwing... Oh, no, I can do a spirit arrow. 3 health. Wow. What a shame. Well, I mean, I can kill him, but that could have been really bad. 3 health. Really. Yeah. Okay. Dead. Phew. Yeah, that is a very good point. I might be able to have used offering cards with that. That is true. If offering cards come up, I'm gonna have to be thinking about that. That is a good point. I'm not gonna be doing the multi-shot. We don't want any of these. I mean, I want to be reducing armor, but not this one. All right, we're getting pretty close to running out of passives that we can get. I don't remember how many exactly it is, but it's like 5, 10 more, or 5 more maybe. I think it's like 5. Anyways, every turn, so I'm not taking steady aim because it's if you don't deal any hits, which never happens. We have Hunter's Dream. Every turn increases the damage of the first hit by 25%. Not bad. And every 3 arrows played gives you 1 ultimate. That is interesting. We can just keep on going ultimate. I kind of like that. Yeah, let's play into our ultimate charges. Alright, so if we can just kill the guy in the middle, then we're through. I don't think we can kill we can't kill the guy in the middle. Okay, so we only have one feint, really. Huh. Well, that's scary. Very scary indeed. Okay, we're gonna play Unbreakable Feint. Let's see where we're at from there. So we have 67. Yeah, we'll live, right? It's gonna be 40, 80. Ooh. Yeah, 100. Okay, so they're killing me almost exactly. So actually, I will die unless I discard some arrows. Good to know. Very good to know. Man, it's very tempting to just do like an aim shot and a shot. Man. I don't want to miscount and then end up getting killed because that would be awful. And that's very possible. Okay, so I'm at 67. They're gonna if they deal the maximum, it's gonna be 44 on both sides. That's 88 plus 52 equals 140. Well, luckily that's an easy number. Easy maths. Okay, so it's 140. I have 127. So that means I have to discard at least 2 arrows in order to survive, which is going to happen. I would discard exactly 2 arrows. Okay, so I'm gonna live through this. Now, is there anything I want to play? I don't know. Ugh, it feels bad hitting the guys on the side. It always does. Yeah, I really need that corrosive rainfall. Alright, we're going to hit one of the guys. Yeah, we're going to just attack one of the guys on the side in the event that we're going to have to do that. But we are going to survive this. It will be close, but we are going to survive. I could do a smoke bomb if I feel like this is concerning, but I mean, I did the mathematics. I trust myself. 1 health. Yep, I was right. Maybe. Okay. Well, I totally knew I was gonna live that there. 1 HP in a dream. Okay. Let's think a little bit harder. Alright, so first of all, I can absolutely do a smoke shot on the guy on the left. I can kill the guy on the right, and I can more than likely defend against the guy in the middle. Probably gonna be the way to go. I have 6 energy. I can spend it 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that means only 1 card will not be played, and that's going to be Ricochet. So we want to do it. He's immune to smoke, right? Yeah. Or immune to stun. He is not. Okay, we're going to stun him. Good. Okay. Yeah, so the one we're not doing is Ricochet. So what I want to do is increase some armor. Let's do one of our advanced feints. That didn't feel very advanced, I gotta say. Alright, let's do a regular feint. And yeah, so we now are able to defend against everything, so I can do a Ricochet. We're going to bring in ending time. And now we'll have some big hits. More or less. Big. Alright, hit. And this might kill him. Ah, so close. Okay, let's get rid of that guy. Let's bring in a huge elemental shot. That could actually kill him. Well, then we should do it, right? I could even do the unbreakable feints anyway, since it cost me 0. I will, because this will increase this thing's damage slightly. Okay, he's very close. But it doesn't matter, because we can defend against it. He's just dead here. Okay. Whew, okay. Okay. I healed the fall. Wow. Alright, what do I want to duplicate? Ooh, that's a tough one. I am going to be duplicating something, though. I am tempted to duplicate the Corrosive Rainfall, because I need more... excuse me, I need more toxic shots. I don't exactly have that. I have the Bouquet of Destruction, and I have Corrosive Rainfall. Those are my only two ways to remove armor. Yeah, it's not very common that I get it, which I don't like. The other thing that's very tempting to grab is Mastered Feints. I mean, just really nice to have. Or Advanced Feints that upgrades to Master Feints. It is just really nice to have, because that's just such a good defensive card. Currently I have 6, though, so I might be fine for the moment. And also I do defend with arrows. Alright, if I have to duplicate something, I duplicate the Corrosive Rainfall. Let's go. Alright, let's see if these are going to be beneficial. We're kind of looking for other stuff here. Didn't really look at... Okay, so tier got upgraded, so now the first 2 turns I'm getting an increased 75% damage, which is interesting. We could do that for armor alternatively, but I don't think so. Alright, but we do need something in the armor slot. Max health, we have heal for 7, retaliate, stun, health, yeah, minimum damage. Every turn, increase everyone's armor by 5. No way. Yeah, I don't like these much, but I guess I could do a retaliate. I guess I'll do a retaliate. It feels weird to do that, but I will. I'll do it. Alternatively, I could put Gwyrth in here, and then have something else. You know what? Maybe I will, because Gwyrth will give me 2 armor every turn. Now I could take a Gar. They'll just increase my damage by 2. Could reduce their armor by 17. That might honestly not be half bad. You know, let's do that. Let's do that instead. Okay. Let's go. All right, 2 it is 2 Cyclops. 2 Cyclops and a bear. Dealing 160. Fantastic. Let's think about it again. What do we want to play? At some point we do want to play our Blood Candle, but it'll probably be the next time we get a weird card. Word card. Okay, 1,000 health. He typically attacks, does a debuff or buff attacks, and that's his MO. The Cyclops deal increased damage every turn. Right now, it's manageable. And he gains bonuses for his allies. Right. Okay, so if I do a feint followed by an unbreakable, I don't know if that's going to be enough. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to do it no matter what. Okay, that's pretty good. Now the question is, yeah, 150 is plenty. Okay. So we defended. We want to save an energy. So we're not going to be playing aim shot. I kind of don't even want to do muscle rupturing shot, even though it's really nice. Since I don't... Yeah. Yeah, I think I will be going for the weird bear. We'll do 3 attacks. And end it. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, 279 damage. Lovely. Okay. Okay. We will bring in our corrosive. Yeah, we only have 1 feint, I just realized. Does that mean we have to kill them both? It might mean we have to kill them both. It probably does. Yeah. Alright, so 5 energy left at 3, 4, 5. So actually, I should be playing the feint anyway. I'm going to be bringing in the quiver. Okay, because since I'm playing everything, I ought to do that. Okay. I just realized I do have a smoke shot, so if things get bad, I can smoke. But more than likely, I should be able to kill him. Should. Remove his armor, remove his armor. What do I want to go for? Probably him first. How close are we to the 8th? We're very close. Alright, so now we're there. Will the upshot do it? It will. Will the aim shot do it? It will. Let's do that one. Do we have a huge bonus to attack? We can kill him. Perfect. We can bring in a card and deal 4,000 damage, almost. Alright, I love the dominoes. That is honestly a pretty fun playstyle, is to have the dominoes like that. We're not taking any of these. We're doing pretty good. At this point, we just need to be cutting our deck shorter. I should have gotten rid of that arrow bag when I had the opportunity. That was a huge miss by me. But we will leave it. At the start of every turn, increase your damage by 5%. Okay. Every second hit deals 25% more damage. Okay. And loaded weapon. At the start of every turn with full ultimate, gain 100% damage for the next hit. That's not terribly common, but it does happen. But we're going to do shoot to forget. So every second hit deals 25% more damage. Yeah. The start of every... Yeah, because typically the rounds don't last very long. Delay isn't that bad, but it just yeah, we don't stay in the fight all too long. Because either we killed them or we get killed. Okay. And the boss. Question is, do we burn one of our two oversaturated runestones to get corrosive? Yeah, we do. It's not even a question. We're burning an oversaturated runestone because we desperately need corrosive rainfall. Because we need to be killing these guys. I could do a sharpening stone, but you know what? I don't think I will. So I don't have a stun on me, which is uncool. He's gonna bring in his two friends that take my cards, which is okay. That means I don't have to worry about the moving stones popping off these guys. But the question is, who do I want to kill first? Probably the Horned Warden. I think so. Yeah, immune to stun. Yeah, so you probably want to get rid of him as fast as possible. So let's go for the Horned Warden. Wait, did I want to play that first? I should have thought about that. Also, right. These guys are hitting hard, right? I'm probably gonna have to do a feint followed by an unbreakable feint. And I should actually see where that leads. I should have done that first. 150. Okay, so I'm fine. I'm defended against. Okay, great. Now, I don't exactly want to play anything if I can help it. That I get extra energy next turn, which I think I will do. Alright. Oops. Alright, so this is a big hit, but I mean, sure. Okay. Alright, we're gonna leave it like that. So they come in, they're gonna be stealing my cards. So I can stun a golem if I want here. We're actually gonna be doing a blood candle to get this to ultra. We have our other corrosive rainfall. I mean, he probably actually is killable. And the mastered feints, it's really good. Mastered feints can, I guess I could just play that right now. I'm gonna have to at some point. 132, huh? Oh. Yeah, so I probably do need to kill the Horned Warden. And then once he's out, I'm fine. I could do a risk if I have to and stun one of these guys. But I don't think I will. Do I want to do... Yeah, I should do the Corrosive Rainfall. Man, I don't enjoy doing it because I'd like to have this huge hit, but we'll do it. 1, 2... Ooh, okay, so this is a huge hit. I might not have the energy for aim shot. So we're going to hurt ourselves in the following turn. Okay. Okay. So I could bring in a ×2 elemental attack. I mean, I could still do an Unbreakable Feint, huh? Right, let's see what we grab, because I'm not doing the arrow bag. Okay, that's pretty close. That is pretty close. Alright. So we're going to do the light shot. Oh, he's stunned. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. 81, 140 something. Gonna be able to discard this if I want to. Okay. I think we will be playing the Unbreakable Feints, which means that I'm gonna want to do that, which reduces their armor, and do a hit. Okay. Yikes. Very much so, yikes. Okay. Not too many cards. I can bring in both of the ending times. Not a bad idea. I can do a pretty big hit here as well. Alright, let's do ending time. I mean, we're probably gonna have to go all out if we want to survive this, right? Okay, so this is gonna be enough to kill him. So I shall do so. Alright. So 1 down, 2 to go. And our big hit, that's not that much. Yeah. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to do a talking skull at some point. Yeah, I may have to. I'm not gonna be offering armor. Yeah, I will have to. Alright, let's do these big hits though. Alright, and then we are going to be doing a talking skull. We need something defensive like this. I don't think this is going to be enough, but let's see what we get. Alright, so we're at 112. I can also do the smoke shot, which is nice, but so yeah, we're probably fine from here. But we're at 112. Currently they're doing 45 and an additional 46. So they're at 91, I think. So we're good. We could still smoke one. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. We're going to smoke him. We can do a ricochet. Wow, he has a lot of health, dude. Yeah, we can also bring in an elemental. Maybe we will. Air shot, cool. Man, this guy has so much health. I could kill him with the air shot. You know I will. Alright, let's do this. And do this. And yeah, we're fine. Okay, that's a lot of damage. So we got 100 on one side and 200 on another. Alright. So in terms of cost in our hand, it's going to cost us 2, 3, 4, 5 to play everything in our hand. We have 6 energy, so that's perfectly fine. So that means that we can play whatever. We have a smoke shot. We can stun him again. So I think... Oh, this is going to be a bigger hit. I think what I'm going to probably do... I was actually going to give him a toxic shot, but you know what? We're not going to, because this guy might actually not die. How close are we to the big hit? Maybe I already played it. I need to do 5 more, so yeah, we must have already done it. maybe we have to stun him instead. It does look so. Yeah. Yep. We're gonna have to stun him instead. This thing is in, whatever this is. Moving stun. Alright, we'll just do some hits. Oh, another one came in. That's not good. Is that going to be harmful? Is going to be dealing... If they deal the max, I'm not going to die. That is going to make me feel bad. Good. Alright, we can bring in a huge attack, a fire shot. I can't quite kill him. Can get very close, though. I wonder if I mean, if I can kill him. Yeah, if I can kill him instead, that will give me increased damage on the fire shot. I'll deal double damage on the fire shot. That is pretty big. So I think we're going to be playing the advanced feints for free, which will be helpful. And the returning shot might kill him. No, it doesn't. All right, let's see. Alright, if I do that again, let's count up the energy again. 1, 3, 4, 5. So we can play everything, which is probably the way to go. Let's play that for increased damage. We can play that for increased damage. Maybe I'll leave it there. Yeah, because now I can guarantee the kill. So he's out. This is now free. Sure, why not? We can kill him for a zero costing attack. I will. Increasing our damage output. Oh, we could kill off one of these guys. Maybe I should. I hope that's the wise move. Oh, that doesn't count as a kill. Ah. Bummer. Well, it's okay. Bummer. But it's okay, because I didn't take any damage there. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, let's do the Tainted Force. Let's send him for 2 turns, both of them. Pops out that guy. Okay, cool. Alright, we have a ton of energy yet again. Not enough to kill that guy, though. Upshot is our big one. Okay. 1, 2. Oh, everything is aligned at the same time here. Alright, let's do the shot there. Let's bring in corrosive arrows because we can. 1. Oops, didn't realize he was going to come out, but that's fine. I don't want to burn the water shot, or sorry, the ricochet shot, or the water shot. Might have to. Yeah. Yeah, if only I had counted cards. Okay, well, that's fine. It's not going to be that bad. He's out. Wait, what? Why did he go in? Why did he go in? I thought that it happens every like 15, 16 hits. I don't know. I don't know how that happened. I don't understand. I mean, unless I accidentally stunned him. That's the only thing I can think of. Okay, so I could just end it here. I could play a gamble. Yeah, we'll do a gamble. Because it gives us a block. Alright. Let's see here. We want to put a toxic shot on him. So now he's at minus 500. He's having a very bad day. Oops. Alright. Okay. So he's still stunned. We should be fine from here. Should be fine from here. We can kill him with a ricochet. We shall. We can do a huge hit. Yeah, 5,000. Really? Man. Alright, let's do one of these thunder shot. Yeah, how about averaging 6,000 3 times? I don't even know how that happened, but I'm fine with it. Oh, I also have to kill this guy. Okay. Nice. Alright, discard a card. Luckily, they're still letting us do this. Huh. So, the 3 cards that I'm not interested in having is the Arrow Bag, Muscle Rupturing Shot, and the Ricochet. But I think I'm going to get rid of the Arrow... Ooh. I get rid of the Arrow Bag first? I think I do. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, then the maneuvers, I'm just going to keep them. So, yeah, let's get rid of the regular Arrow Bag. There are better ones that hopefully I shall find. Berserker Potion. I don't like Berserker Potions. Not for characters like this, because when you lose armor, that is very detrimental. But I can do it to them instead. Alright, close. Cool, got a bunch of stuff. And we shall grab a candle. 28. By the way, I probably will not technically hit... Like, if this is the run, if it is the run, then I probably will not accomplish the run this stream, sadly, because it does take a while to get through the fights. And again, it does make sense why it's so hard. I think that this guy is the hardest to play according to the numbers, like in terms of how far people have gotten. But anyways, but I do see that. I do see why. Okay, so obviously this looks bad. They're dealing 2, 3, 4, 500 damage. Kind of uncool a little bit, just a little bit uncool. So I'm absolutely gonna have to bring in a feint followed by an unbreakable feint and see where we're at from there. So now they're dealing the... Man, that's still a lot of damage. They're still dealing close to 300? Or am I wrong? No, close to 200. Yeah, close to 200. Yeah, because his maximum is 76. 76, that's about 150, say, between those two. And then this one is dealing a fair bit. So yeah. 225-ish. Is what I should presume, and that's a little bit too much. A little bit too much. So I could toss out a smoke bomb in that case. That is a possibility. Yeah, I can't kill these guys, which is uncool. I can get close to killing them. I guess if I kill one of them, then I'm not in danger anymore. Alternatively, if I do nothing, whoops. Alternatively, if I do nothing, I will be gaining 20 armor. So I will be at 170. We believe. We believe. Yes. Man, I know. I'm sometimes I'm too skeptical. I will say this wasn't the best run in the world, but we did do well. We did actually get advanced feints. But anyway, let's see. Yeah, 150. Yeah, 220. Yeah, 230-ish damage. So at the moment, I'm at 210. So if I discard Upshot and Lightbringer, and if I just end it here. Yeah, if I just end it here, that means we're pretty much tied. And that's not a good place to be. So I probably do have to kill a Blood Drunk. Alternatively, if things get worse and worse, I'm gonna have to do a smoke bomb, which is okay. But yeah, okay. Let's see. Because my plan was to do a bunch of these throwing knives. Kill this guy. Get him out of here. Okay, one more. Alright. So he's out. We are fine now. They cannot deal the damage to hurt me. We're fine. Okay. Let's see. So we do have a Mastered Feint. That is a fantastic card to have. I'll play it just right now. Alright. We're at 132, so that is good. 8120. Okay, so we are blocking everything. That's fantastic. So what is he getting bonuses from? Getting bonuses of damage. Alright, we will focus on the Blood Drunk then. We have 2 energy left, that's it. Man. Alright, let's do an aim shot. Very close. Alright, so he's dead. Could play one of these for free, maybe I will. Then... Oh, he's stunned. Okay. Fantastic. Alright, let's see here. We have a Bouquet of Destruction. We shall do Toxic Beak Finishing. Is he just gonna die here? He should. Yes. He's dead. Okay. Ultimate Weaponry. I'm not buying that. Not buying Desperate Act. Not buying Volley. We are happy. Alright, Strong Grip. So at the moment, that's probably increasing my damage by like 3%. It's not crazy high. Every 4th hit in combat deals 50% more damage. That is nice. Hunter's Dream. The first attack deals 25% more damage. That's also really nice. Oh. Man, both of these are actually pretty good. I thought I already had pressure points. I have so much stuff. I thought I could have sworn I already had pressure points, but I guess I don't. I mean, I mustn't if it's out here, right? Sometimes there's like duplicates, unless I just maybe I chose something instead of it. Yeah. So either. So is the 3rd one better than the 4th one? I have to look at this now. So the 3rd one is my big hit. So you know what? Let's do Hunter's Dream. We'll do Hunter's Dream. Okay. So lots of damage again. The way we're gonna have to go is going Feint, Unbreakable Feint to handle with this. So 81 6. Ooh. They could still. Well, I mean, okay, they're not gonna kill me though, right? So I'm gonna be 160 because I can guarantee returning shots can be discarded since it has return. Be at 160. Their maximum between these two are 160, and then 24. So I'm not gonna die. It just isn't possible. Okay. So with that in mind, I don't want to do the ricochet shot actually, because that's going to wake her up, and then I would actually get killed. So I don't want that to happen, because that's not fun. Death is very uncool, if you ask me. So we're going to hit him, and him, and we're just going to end it there. We will. Yeah, I was gonna say we do have a chance to take damage, but we didn't. It's really nice. Alright, let's see here now. I could do 2 feints here. If I do that, I'm absolutely gonna be fine. If I do the one, that might be enough. No, it's not. It is absolutely not enough. Alright, if we do 2, we're fine now. Yeah, because he should die. Alright, let's bring in an ending time. Okay, so we have some big hits here now. I don't want to do the muscle rupturing shot. I really detest it. Very unfun. But the upshot can probably just kill this guy. Now let's try it. Alright, he's dead. Alright, I can bring in a huge hit. This can kill anything. Man, that's crazy. I love when that happens. Okay. I keep on increasing my damage output, so we will be playing Muscle Rupture. He's out and out. Whew. Man. Alright. We made it. Not taking any of those. We like our current set of cards. Alright, Quick Aim. Each point of unused barrier increases damage of the next hit by 2%. That's not too bad. Changing positions. Ending a turn without dealing any hits. No, it's not going to happen. It gives me some barrier. That's the patience after ending a turn without dealing any hits. Increase damage of the next hit by 100%. No. Quick aim it is. Alright. Cool, cool, cool. So that means that we have a reason to have barrier at the end of the turn. It'll just be the question of if we want to end with 0 energy, because then we don't get a bonus. Alright. Can we kill these guys in 1 round? Always the challenge. I don't think so. Just looking at the cards, I'm gonna say no. He's actually hitting me. Uncool. Very uncool indeed. So they're just healing, he's just attacking, right? So if I theoretically am like, hey, I'm going to end the turn instead of fighting, I'll gain 50 barrier. Yeah. That's not going to be enough. I'll take a little bit of a hit here, though. Yeah, maybe I will do that. I don't remember if they gain bonuses every turn. When killed, this enemy will give you a card that can hurt its master. After death, it will spawn again and again until the creature is killed. Yes. I actually I don't believe that they're buffing themselves. Yeah, I don't think so. So I think I am going to be just doing an aim shot. I'm going to injure one of these guys. Yeah, and I think that I shall just end it. Yes, I shall. I'll take a small hit. Maybe. I took 1 damage. Okay. Alright. This seems fine by me. So, with that being done, I want this to be discarded, probably. If I do 1 Unbreakable Feint, we're defended enough, which is awesome. I can do a couple Corrosive Rainfalls. Yeah, this is looking good. Yeah, we're gonna kill at least 2 here. Let's remove some armor from these guys. Actually, we can probably kill 3. Maybe. 4 energy. Yeah, we can kill 3. Let's do the ending time instead to make sure that happens. All right, not enough, huh? I am tempted to burn a candle, but let's not. It's not a big deal, just to do it faster, right? Okay, let's do a hit. Okay, we'll kill that guy. So everyone loses some armor then. We're gonna save the Divine Oil for when it happens again. If it happens 3 times, I'm pretty sure that he is going to die. If I remember correctly, that's how it worked. Okay, so I have a chance to kill him. Ugh, so close. He's out. Everyone loses a bunch of armor. He's out. Alright, he might just die from this. No, he doesn't. Okay. I can bring in an ultimate arrow. He's out. Okay. 1, 2, and a 3. Ooh. Alright. Alright. Oh yeah, now I have to decide. What do I want to duplicate? And I do know if I cancel it, that means I don't get to go back to the reward. What would I want to duplicate? Upshot is... I might duplicate Upshot. Because the next card I want to get rid of is probably going to be Rupturing Shot. Because Upshot isn't as big of a deal. Yeah, because Rupturing Shot is a pain because it means I draw 2 less. That's terrible. Upshot is fine because I gain 2 energy every turn. As long as I spend 1 less in the turn prior. So Upshot kind of works out. Like, the math adds up. These quivers, I think that we're doing fine with them. Yeah, let's duplicate an Upshot. Let's try to get a big hit out here. Okay. You've been distracted with conquering Asia Minor. What stage are you on? I just hit 30? 20. I don't know. Is it difficult? 28? Does that mean I'm at 28? 28, I guess. We're getting closer. That's what I know. We're actually doing pretty good. I gotta say. Ooh, now I get Polished Hagel. Really cool. Okay. Polished Hagel is really nice because every single time I get a kill, I get 5% damage from this runestone, or every time I get a kill, I gain 2 armor from it. We want the damage. That would be a little bit cooler. Let's replace the Gar now. Nice. So as time passes, this will be amazing. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you being here so much, Masha. I really do. Thank you. And, yeah, I think that we'll leave it there. Also, Kid Child, did you fall asleep, or are you still drawing? Oh wait, did I take one out on accident? No. Okay, we're good. Oh yeah, I could take off Gworth. No, none of these are useful enough. Okay. Did the legendary. You get to watch the sunrise. See, I'm helping you. See, staying up till 6:30 in the morning is a good thing. It's absolutely good for your health. Clearly, that is a wonderful thing for your health. Well, I do appreciate you staying with me anyway. Like, I really, really do. I'm very thankful for you. Let's see here. So we have 200 damage. They're dealing now, yeah, about another 100. So we're taking about 300. Let's pop in the defenses. We also have a smoke shot to save us if we need it, which we probably will. All right, we're at 150. Now it's 50, 100. Yeah. They're averaging 150. So yeah, we should be fine. We should be fine. We can only do one upshot today, so yeah, we'll be perfectly fine then. It is a big hit though. We probably want to go. Yeah, we probably want to go for the Necromancer. He's gonna be a pain. He's gonna summon. He's gonna be summoning people. He's uncool. All right. Let's see. Let's do the Corrosive Rainfall. We know we're gonna want to do that. I'm gonna do one to each of them because they all need to go down. Man. Okay. Let's see here. Oh yeah, by the way, Masha, I have mentioned it before. About possibly, what's the word? Doing the virtual tabletop of Tainted Grail, or like seeing how that goes. Because right, I mentioned before that I'm tempted to either see if any of you guys would be interested in doing something like that, where I play that with the subscribers, the new Tainted Grail TRPG, or if, because I'm probably either going to be doing that at some point, or I might be doing it with, like, you know, friends in real life who I play D&D with. But yeah, I wasn't sure how interested you guys were in that. But yeah, just out of curiosity, are you interested in something like that? I don't know. Just a thought. Alright, so in order to kill him, I'm gonna have to be doing 2 of these. Alright, let's bring in the Unbreakable Feints, so now we're okay. And I guess we're just gonna hit him. Oh, we do have ending time. Okay, sure. Be it. And then I could play the Feint. Sure, it'll give us extra damage. We can do a big hit here. Okay. Alright, we can bring in the Corrosive. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. But we can bring in the Corrosive Rainfall. Toxic. We stunned. Okay. Toxic. And yeah, we can leave that for now. So I want to focus on him. We do a Ricochet. Sure. Okay. Ah, so close. Alright. So he's out of here. We can play a feint. Let's see. We can't kill him. But we could kill him. Okay, dead. Dead. Injured. Okay, dead. 2 health left. Well, that's okay. And I want to flip. Actually, maybe I don't want to flip Unbreakable Fence. I just don't. You'd be interested, but you're not sure you could join because by then I'll probably be back at work, so no late night. Yeah, I'd totally be up for playing with Foundry stuff, though. Okay, yeah, I'm not sure how I would do it. I don't know if I would live stream it. Maybe I would. I don't know. I mean, because at first I thought that I would, but I'm not entirely sure. So, I mean, it might be. Yeah. I'll definitely have to think about it. Because right, it feels like I should live stream it. I know some people who do that kind of stuff will play it, and then will just have this really long premiere type thing, where it's kind of like pre-recorded. So I don't know if that would make sense or not, but yeah. Okay, we're gonna do pressure points. But yeah, I wouldn't know exactly how I'd really do it, but it's just something I've been considering. Okay, so I believe, I mean, first of all, I'm pretty sure we're in the top 100. I think that we hit it a few fights ago. I'm assuming that I think that this one is like close to top 40, top 50. By the way, once we complete this. No, we will complete this. 100%. Guaranteed to be completed. Okay. Okay. Man, I should have gotten rid of the muscle rupturing shot. Feint. Am I gonna have to go all defensive? I probably will. Ugh, that feels bad. Feels really bad. Feels real bad. I think I have to, though. They're dealing way too much damage. This is enough, I hope. This is kind of close. Yeah, this is 100 to... Oh, wow. I think I'm dead already. Am I really dead already? I could be. I could be dead already. No, I am. Well, that was interesting. Okay, I mean, I'm sure I have all these things on the left side. I'm sure I can come up with something. We're gonna pop one of these. I'm sure there's something I could come up with. There's something. Between the shots and the muscle rupturing shot, I can kill one of these cultists. I'm gonna need to kill the other one, though. Talking Skull will help some. But man, I don't want to spend the energy. I might need to have an energy for after I play the Talking Skull. I think I'm gonna have to do it that way. So we're gonna do the Talking Man. I hope that I'm doing this right. We're gonna do the Talking Skull. Oh yeah, I forgot they lose armor whenever I discard cards. I forgot that was a thing. Okay. I think we'll be okay for the round now. I mean, Master Feints, now we're fine. Right, because their maximum is 400. Oh, wow. No, they can kill me if they hit their maximum. So somebody has to be... I can stun... I didn't realize he was dealing so much damage now. I need to stun him, or else I die. So I think that I'm alive now. Pretty sure. Alright, we're good. That was very close. Oh my goodness. Okay. The Wednesday DM actually streams our games. Oh, really? That is really cool. I did not know that. Well, next... Well, I guess I play on Wednesdays, right? Man. Well, I guess it would be Wednesday night for you, so it'd be... It'd be... Well, it could be like at the... I could catch part of it then, I think. But yeah, that would be cool to see. But is it in German? Or is it in English or German? Because that could be important if I can truly enjoy it. Okay, so I can kill the 2 cultists and then I can start working on the Mistbearers. Man, okay, we're going to be doing the 2 Unbreakables. So they're dealing slightly less damage, only slightly though. We might have to throw a smoke bomb to survive this one. Man, and it's such a shame I have to burn all my energy here. Okay, so I can do... Well, the Lightbringer can kill any of the... Well, I'll kill him, sure. Oh wait, that was a bad call. How much is it stealing? 103. Yeah, that was a very bad call. I could bring in an elemental. That should be enough to kill this guy. I hope it is. Okay, so I'll just have to do it that way. It's kind of a shame, but it is what it is. Alright. So now, let's think about it. I'm discarding 2, so I'm going to be at 231. This is dealing about 120. 100 and... Yeah. 120, 240, yeah. Yeah, so they're all dealing about 120 damage. That's 360 damage I have to block. Okay. So that's not feasible. I'm going to be discarding 2. So that means I need to be able to block 80-ish damage in addition to what I have. If I discard the toxic shots, that means I need just 50, but let's see here. I'm going to have to toss a smoke bomb to somebody. Who's dealing the most? 132 is his max. His max is 132. His max is 132. So that's all equal. Alright, I guess we'll just do it to the guy on the right. Okay. Okay, so now he's dealing an average of 90, so a 30 less. I think I have to discard my toxic shots to stay alive. Let's draw a card. Let's see what we get. A regular shot. Yeah, well, yeah. I think I'm gonna be barely alive here. Well, if I play a toxic shot, I'm barely alive, and I need to be making some amount of progress here. I'm also gonna have to recount this because I'm very worried. Yeah, so they're dealing 120, 240. Yeah, 330. Alright, so I need about 60 more to tie. Yeah, so if they deal above average... Oh, I just... Wait. No, I might have messed this up. Yeah, I think they did. Well, at the very least, I have to discard everything I have. Alright, we're just going to discard and just hope that things work out. There's nothing I can really do, even if I do the oversaturated... Well... Okay. Oh, I thought I could have brought in a card. Okay, never mind. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. I just have to discard and hope that it works out. I'll be very close. That was the last one. Oh, man. I know you believed. You believe so much. Oh man, what I rank at? Oh, 327? No way. Oh wow, everyone's at 41. Okay. I must have looked at something else then. Well, maybe it was like Endless Misery. Actually, let me just take a peek if I'm right. Okay, well, I was incorrect in thinking they hit top 100. Okay, we hit 327. Yeah, we didn't do it. We got close-ish. We got close-ish. It was pretty close, though. It really was. All I need, if I was able to defeat them, I mean, I'm sure I probably would have failed in the next boss. But if I would have gotten to him, then I would have hit top 100. And that hopefully would have happened. But yeah, it seems like that's the big crux, is the guy I just fought. Yeah, that was rough. It's okay. We had fun. Yeah, the biggest joy is the friends we made along the way. Okay. So Masha, who do you want to see next? Do you want to see another archer, another melee character, or do you want to see a summoner in this play in the next attempt? Or should I stick with this guy and try to see if I can master the Zealot to be able to reach the top 10? Tomato. Honk. Man. Yeah, some of these are like crazy high. It kind of blows my mind. Incredible. Yeah, well, I mean, I did do well with the summoners, but yeah, it's not my favorite. Which one went really well? Somebody did well. Oh, I did really well with the Zealot, apparently, with the Conquest. And then whoever this guy is, but these guys are crazy. How do you have, like, all these millions? Yeah, I thought they did good with one of these guys, but... Okay, I was gonna say I was pretty sure it was the Blood Mage that surprised me, but for some reason it's saying 0, but I know I won. I remember winning with the Blood Mage. I don't know what happened there. Maybe... I do remember it crashed in one of the games, like after I ended it with you guys, so maybe it was then, so it didn't register. But I thought that was my best one. Oh. Also, apparently the Zealot with the main game is currently my best ranking. Alright, let's do the Zealot again. We shall do the Zealot. You know what's really weird? Huh. That is very strange to me. So endless power, which by the way means that you constantly get stronger, has a lower leaderboard than Endless Misery, where you get weaker, except for the top isn't as high. That's really strange to me. I wonder why that is. Must be the calculation for the enemies. Maybe they also progressively get harder, while in Misery they don't progress as much. I don't know, but it must be easier and harder in two different ways. But very interesting indeed. All right, we shall be doing endless power with this guy. Start over. Zealot. Let's do this. Alright. We didn't do half bad. I probably am gonna have to like write down the cards that I want. The rupturing shot. Well yeah, now what I really have to be thinking about is the Mistbearer fight. That is the priority of what we need to be focusing on, because if I can get through that one, I should be able to hit top 100. And that's the main guy. Alright. Okay, I forgot that. Okay, we're doing fine. We're doing fine. I forgot nothing. Alright, we're fine. Yeah, I need to remember that maneuvers are good for this guy. Ooh, unyielding quiver. Oh, that's already going to be changing my deck and the way I do things, but unyielding quiver is really nice to be able to draw a ton of arrows. I think I will. It's also exile, so I'm good with it. Alright, resilience. Every 9th maneuver played in combat increases your armor by 30. Maybe, but probably not. Devastating precision. Every discarded card grants you an additional ultimate charge and increases the damage of your next hit by 10%. Really, really powerful, but Vital Point is so hard to pass up. Every 3rd hit deals essentially double damage. Man. Man. We will be doing Vital Point, but Devastating Precision would have been really nice to have. Yeah, that's true. Maybe it is that they're cheating. Who knows? But yeah, I wouldn't be too shocked. I mean, those numbers where it's infinite is like, you know, I mean, there's tons of them. So either there is some kind of a way to make your deck perfect, in which you just, you know, kind of a thing with Slay the Spire where you have an infinite round that you constantly do an attack over and over, and your round just never ends. Maybe that is possible to do in this game, but I don't know. But just like really hard to accomplish, right? I decided, which one did I decide? Yeah, I did the 3rd hit is the one I chose. 1, 2, this should hit. Oh, it might not kill him. I did. Okay, cool. Cool. Alright. Can hold bow, deal double damage. Going all out just to kill that one guy. And then end it. Alright. Oh, they would have died. Dead. Alright, we have an ending time, agile draft, we have a sharp shot. Okay, so ending time went well for me before. Sharp shot isn't too bad, but I'm probably not going to want it. Ending time is something that I do kind of want, so we'll do it. Alright, we got Devastating Precision in, again, which is really good. I think that's what I'm going to be taking. The other alternative, Steady Aim, is only if I don't do hits, which is never. So the other one that's interesting is the Delayed Punishment. Each discarded arrow grants you 5% damage for 3 turns. That is good because it's 3 turns. Obviously, that's pretty nice because it does last a while. But let's do the Devastating Precision. We'll get an additional ultimate charge, really lovely, and also bigger hits. Getting armor and attack as we do for the first 3 or 4 fights. Well, no, the first 5 actually. All right. I don't like this combo. It's a little bit of a painful combo because I probably need to kill him first, but if I do, the sleeper will awaken. Like it just did. The thing just did. All right, 15. All right, so we're good. Didn't deal enough damage to harm me. That's the good news. All right. We're fine. Everything is fine. All right, let's see here. Yeah, this was well, now I'm getting the maneuver I wanted before, but this was a maneuver I kind of do want, because a 0-costing maneuver that gives me barrier is very attractive. Because a 0-costing maneuver in general, if I play it, I gain 50% additional damage that round. And this side is okay. Gain barrier equal to 100% of your armor, and then the flip is better. Gain barrier equal to 100% of your armor now and at the start of your next turn. So this is a pretty nice maneuver. It might be able to save me from spending an energy in the following round. So we're going to grab that. I didn't see it once last time. Alright, Caltrops. Each discarded arrow and spirit arrow reduces armor of all enemies by 10 for 3 turns. Not bad. And Strong Grip, increase your damage by 2. So right now it's really good. In the distant future, I'm going to be about 50 at 50 damage, so not as useful there, but still good-ish. I don't want to do delay because typically we're not going to have too many rounds, but at the start of your turn, increase your damage by 5%. I think I'm going to do Caltrops because I have realized it's hard to reduce the enemy's armor. Attack armor. Let's see. Reduce damage of all enemies by 50%. I think I'll have to do that. Yeah. I don't want to do it, but yes. Okay, let's think about it. Let's think about it. I am tempted to do stepping stones, even though I don't like doing it, just so I can bring in the arrow bag. Maybe bring in a spirit arrow. Let's do it. Okay, arrow bag. What do we get? Okay, so we can stun. We could bring in a spirit arrow as well. Let's see. What do we get? Air shot? Oh, nice. You can die. Cool. And I guess I'll stun. I suppose. And we need something to block. We'll do a regular feint. Okay. Lovely. Alright, empowerment. Okay, so Ricochet. Okay, first off, empowerment, I'm not going to do it, just a better bow draw. I usually get rid of bow draw anyway. Ricochet was something that I kind of liked. I liked in the campaign, but it's not as helpful here. It just doesn't deal enough damage. I need something that deals at least 300% damage, and Ricochet doesn't do that. Preparation is what I'm doing. Man, this is really nice to get this early on. Having these toxic shots, that's lovely. Okay, panic attack, great. Every third maneuver using combat grants you 5 barrier. We have quick aim. Each point of unused barrier gives you more damage. Unarmed defense. Each discarded arrow grants you an armor. Yeah, let's do quick aim. Yeah, let's do quick aim. Extra damage if we have some barrier. And we do both again. Let's see. I don't remember if it's runestones first. I think it is. Alright. Not the best again, but that's okay. Alright, we want to hit him. Let's do a feint here. Okay. Well, I guess we'll do the unyielding. Cool. I could stun him. I don't have to deal with him. Oh, wait. That's a pretty big hit. Oh, yeah, because I had all that barrier extra. Okay, dead. And I can focus him down. I'll shoot him. Come on. There you go. I could stun him. Sure. I don't want to take the damage. I don't want to play quick dodge. I want to leave it on that side. Alright. Water shot. And an aim shot. Alright. Well. Usually I do take corrosive rainfall. I think I will. But man, are we being overloaded with quivers. I don't like that this early on, but I think I'm gonna have to be thinking about the long term here. I need to get rid of this one of these arrow bags fast at this point. I already have pretty much the quivers I want, unless I grab more exiled ones, but we're gonna take the corrosive rainfall here. Oh yeah, we need another arrow. All right. So shoot to forget, which is every second hit deals 25% more damage. It's okay. Delay at the start of every turn, increase your damage by 5%, and shoot to remember, every 8th hit deals 300% more damage. I think I'm gonna do that. An attack and armor. And do the rune stones, I think. Alright. Yeah, I didn't realize how late it is. So, this is going to be our last fight, just so you guys are aware. But yeah, and I'll probably set up, depending on how it goes. But yeah. Let's see. So I can get a kill here. I should. You're out. Alright. It's out. I suppose I should do a dodge. I mean, I could do a smoke shot. It feels kind of weird to do that. Let's do a quick dodge. Alright, preparation time. Yeah, just get rid of him. Remove their armor. He's almost out. Let's put the unbreakable feints. Okay. Ending time. That does sound about right. They are going to be ended in a moment. They're gone. Okay. We did it. We got through that part. Ooh, duplicate a card. Duplicate a card, huh? Or, you know what? We're going to increase card draw. We like to do it at least once, typically twice. So I think we're going to do it there. Alright, let's see what we're going to equip. Ooh, that is a huge bummer. Ouch. That's very painful for this run. So the mythical that we get is the one that gives us a weird candle or healing mixture. That hurts. That hurts. Okay, Ethel's going in armor, though we're going to be getting some armor. And then Gifu, what was this one again? If you played 3 or less cards, that's not going to happen. Deal a hit. Or if you play 5 or more, that's going to be a lot more typical. Gain some armor. We'll do that. We're going to play recklessly, dangerously, whatever. We'll be gaining damage every turn. We're going to be doing that. Now, the question is, do I want weird candles or healing mixtures? Well, probably weird candles. I'll just keep it high. Man, we're so close to the legendary encounter. Where are we at? Yeah, it is 1 o'clock. So I should end it here. Because, yeah, I have stuff to do during the week for the lore videos and all that different stuff. And, yeah, I also, I guess I did have a pretty long day yesterday with D&D. But at least I had fun yesterday. It went well with the maze and all. But, yeah, I'm just going to do a quick plug, guys. But, if you guys are interested, I would really appreciate if you'd consider liking and subscribing. That'd be really amazing. I'm trying to grow the channel to be able to hit 1,000 subscribers, because that's when you get all the permissions that you can pretty much get on YouTube, which would be pretty awesome. Also, I'm trying to get money to be able to get a new monitor. Well, a monitor to be able to play on Twitch as well, but also it helps a lot with the lore videos. And yeah. I'm also planning on getting some accessories for the mic and stuff. So if you're interested in joining the Patreon or becoming a member, that'd be really cool. And yeah, I do lore videos on here. I do playthrough videos on here. And I stream 4 times a week. All work and no play. Make tomato angel salsa. Oh my gosh. I know. I'm told very regularly by Potato Holmes that I'm a workaholic, and I suppose I am. It's just really hard for me, by the way, not to work. I don't know, just something in me. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I do lore videos on Tainted Grail. I'm gonna be eventually expanding to something, another game. I was thinking about it. There's a good chance that eventually, I don't know when, but like in a year from now, I might be doing half Tainted Grail, half another not so delved into game. I don't know what it'll be, but we talked about Kenshi because there's not too much stuff on it, and has a big fan base, so maybe they'd be interested. But it is very true. Potato and you are gonna be the work-life balance squad. Yeah. Oh dear. You will be the work-life balance squad. That'll be your new designation. I should name our all my members the work-life balance squad. Yeah, that's what you guys will be. You're no longer grub boys. You have to make sure that I'm not overworking myself. Yeah, HR department. Oh man. But yeah. But yeah. I appreciate all of you guys. I really do. I probably will be ordering the mic accessories in not too long. But yeah, it will be soon. I'm hoping that next week, well, not this week that's coming tomorrow, but the week after, I'll probably have the mic accessories. I'm thinking. I don't know how much higher quality the videos will be with those, but the white noise will be lessened. And also, if I bump into my desk, it won't be heard as loud because I'll have a shock mount and stuff. That'll be cool. But anyways, I'm heading out. And appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I hope you guys have a great night. Thank you so much, Masha, Potato, Kid Childs. I think you fell asleep, but thank you all. I appreciate you all. Whoever got the membership, appreciate you. You now are going to be able to vote on what is going to be played, and which is so cool. And yeah, and thank you, Masha, so much for supporting the channel like that with the memberships. I really do appreciate it. You are amazing and incredible. I love you all, and yeah, I will see you guys on Tuesday for this game again, and we're gonna see if we can reach the top 10 or at least top 100. So yeah, see you guys later. Good night. Have a good night, guys.